All right, it's not Thursday, it's Wednesday because Jerry is going to go on vacation. He's going to be floating down a river tomorrow. So what's up, Jerry?
I am. Nothing, man. Like I said, I'm going on vacation. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to a particular BS topic tonight. Talk about it. But other than that, I'm doing fine, man. But let's introduce our guest. We got the Black Spinner Circle gang here with us tonight. Al Horder, man, how you doing?
I'm good, brother. How you guys doing?
Oh man, I'm doing wonderful. Wonderful.
Cool.
Jose. Andy.
Hey guys. Hey, I forgot I was going to bring something up before we went on the air. I'll bring it up another time, but I got an idea that's brewing.
Okay.
Okay.
My wife
what's
thinks
that?
it's dumb, but it's all right.
We
I
used
like
to have a guy named Jose at work. We used to call him Hoser.
Oh.
He liked being called Hoser. I go, what's up, Hoser? He didn't even know that was from what do you call from fucking Strange Brew. What's up, Hoser? He didn't even know.
Oh,
That's
that
what I
is true.
called
That is
him.
where that's from. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
You
That's a great
Hoser.
movie.
I called him Hoser, and everybody started calling him Hoser. And he put
Speaking of,
he loved being called Hoser. That's
speaking
funny.
of, are y'all excited about about Spaceballs 2? Is that for real?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Rick
Rick
Moranis
Moranis
is
is coming
coming
out of
back.
retirement. Yeah.
Okay,
Coming out
but
of retirement,
the
huh?
thing I fear is that the same people who wrote that horrible series, History of the World Part One,
Well,
are right. Josh Gad is a horrible writer. I'm seeing all these writers. It's the same people who put out that shit with Ron.
Oh,
Who is it?
really?
Wanda Sykes? She's not funny. I hope
yeah,
she
I'm
isn't in the
not.
movie.
I mean, I think it's cool, but I'm not looking forward to it being great. If you're going to expect any Mel Brooks movie to be like it was in the 70s and 80s, ain't going to
Well,
happen.
they got
Yeah,
Rick Moranis coming back. They got Lone
Yeah.
Star coming back. Bill Pullman. Bill Pullman's
yeah.
son's going to be in there. But I bet you Josh Gad is playing Barf, which is not cool.
No,
Barf.
it's not cool.
They should make him another character. Yeah.
And the thing with Josh Gad, he's a good comedic actor with the way that he acts. He's not a good writer.
Wasn't he
He's
the
a horrible
snowman
writer.
in Frozen?
Yes, he was Olaf.
They need to remake Hardware Wars. That's a movie they need to bring back. Remember
The
that?
Hardware Wars.
Don't you remember that?
I remember that, yeah.
You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll kiss $3 goodbye. Yeah, that was funny
used-
actually.
They used to show that in like the auditorium at school.
Right. Andy
oh,
Bark, you don't remember Hardware Wars?
No,
Was that a like a reality
a
show?
spoof on
That was like a 15-minute like short type of thing. It was like
it was a
it was
short,
spoof.
yeah.
Remember the
I don't-
characters?
spoof.
Ham Salad,
No,
Ham
Chinchilla, the
Salad,
Wookiee
yeah.
monster.
no.
Yeah, it was
No.
funny. They're all like
dude.
appliances.
Yeah, dude, like it's flying appliances and it's pretty funny, man.
It cost like maybe $10 to make, but it was funny though. Yeah.
You could see like the appliances are like on the
Yeah.
strings and shit.
Oh, it's like you gave me a quote from the other guys the other day. I go, nobody has quotes from that movie. I go, why would I remember that movie with that quote?
Oh, I gave you the quote from the other guys.
The other guys, yeah. And I
You
go,
remember that tonight you're drinking with Terry Hoyt? Don't you remember
No,
that movie?
no.
Oh, dude.
and
Then
in
it broke
fact,
in.
I'm sorry, but in fact, in a BS session from a couple of weeks ago, me and Fabio are doing the other guy quotes, and nobody caught on.
You were?
I did.
Yeah.
I love that movie. That's funny
Oh,
as
it's
hell.
great.
It's like I
Yeah.
start singing Oingo Boingo lyrics. You guys aren't going to know it. I get it. The other guys, I only know one scene where The Rock and the other guy jump off a building and kill themselves.
The other guy being Samuel L. Jackson.
Like Will Ferrell thinks his wife is
Yeah,
ugly.
I haven't. I got the movie on DVD, but I've only watched it twice, and that was like 10 years ago. So I haven't seen.
I'm
it
not a
in
huge
time.
Mark Wahlberg fan, but I love him in that.
Oh, I
fucking
love
movie.
Mark
The whole
Wahlberg.
movie's great.
You walk around the house looking like a hobo. She's a doctor. She's a hot.
Yeah, yeah, fun stuff.
All right,
Yeah.
so-
All right, well, Andy, what are we doing tonight, man? He's going to be hosting it and running
Yeah,
it.
tonight I am hosting the BS sessions, and I got my co-host from Black Spinner with me, so it's fittingly that I'm going to host tonight. What we're going to be doing is that we are going to making our own Styx album.
First we'll start by kicking Mark and Jerry off the show. Bye, guys.
Yeah,
Later.
It's called Black Spinner Takeover.
Boy, will I ever get tired? Will I get tired of Styx? Man, I'm tired. I haven't yet, but I hope I don't.
I know what's up with this, man. I think your Styx channel might fold after a few months, man.
All right. No more Styx.
But the reason why we're doing this is so that we can show camaraderie for our brothers Jerry and Joseph, and promote their new channel, which is called Deep Water 77, which is
Deep Water.
Heavy Water 77, which is a show.
You're in deep water, buddy.
You're deep something right now, pal.
Joseph's laughing his ass off right now.
Hey, I wrote all this down, but I wrote down the wrong word.
Heavy Water, by the way, people don't know Heavy Water. People are like, why did you come up with that? Heavy Water is actually a song on Brave New World, which is, I think it's one of their better songs.
Wasn't there a movie called Deep Water?
Yes, there was for 1977.
Okay.
But that's how I came up with the 77. I don't know. I just threw a number in there.
I
kind of copied off Ralph's Almost Human, that type of thing, and just added a number.
There's a lot of deep impact, deep water, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, the Deep Water is a movie with Jack.
Deep Water Horizon.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Deep Water Horizon.
Deep something Horizon. What was that called?
Deep
Mark
Throat,
Wahlberg,
Jerry.
Come to think about it. Oh, Deep Throat, that's it.
Deep
Yeah.
Debbie goes deep. I don't know.
They don't make porn like they used to back in the days, man. I'm telling you. I'm just
No
kidding.
way.
What is Debbie Dallas?
All right, we're going way off.
All right. We're off the reservation, folks.
All right, Mark, let's get the BS going, man.
All right, before we get to the BS, let's say congratulations, Jerry. Back to back, brother.
Very happy. Very happy. I kind of feel like an asshole because I gave up on them after game 4. I thought they blew a 4-1 lead. They're going to be done, and silly me.
You sounded like me.
And I was a wreck this week. I'm starting to hate sports now. I really am, because when my team's in the championship game or shit like that, I'm like on nerves until it's over with. You know what I mean? And actually, I was doing a show with Andy last night. I was not paying attention to it until you sent me that message, Mark, about congrats. So I just stopped for a second. I went, yeah, really fucking loud. So you were the first one to inform me that they won. So thank you for that.
Joseph already said it first in our chat group, and I go, oh shit, they won. So I went and told you text in case you weren't looking at it. So,
but you were the one that told me. So I want to watch. That's why I was up late last night. I wanted to watch the replay. And then when the game's there, we got to watch them. You know, the cup thing. That takes like an hour or so. I didn't go to bed till like 3 and I woke up around 6. So I was kind of fucking tired. And I just laid down I laid down basically. Didn't really sleep. So
kind of fuck
a couple hours. Yeah. Oh, fuck that guy.
Fuck Evander Kane.
I like
your Panthers are like the kryptonite, like the Oilers are to my Kings.
Yeah.
We can't beat the fucking Oilers, and you
I
guys fucking.
I'm fine with that.
I'm
fine for a third one.
I like when it comes to baseball and football. Whoever wins the championship, I stay up late to watch all the post-game interviews and all the players talk, and it's pretty cool how they talk about the season.
I mean, it's cool because the Panthers have been, like I always said, the armpit of the league for the longest time. And I mean, they were the shittiest team in the league every year. And so, after 30 years of being a fan, it's paid off. So I'm happy for that. So
awesome.
All right.
Cool
so breaking news today, the Lakers just became the highest sold franchise in sports history, $10 billion. Mark Walter is buying the majority stake in the Los Angeles Lakers from the Buss family. He already had a minority stake.
Even more than the Cowboys?
Yeah, it's sold. It's the biggest team to sell.
I always thought Dallas was
he bought that in the late 80s.
Well, no, they still have a value. They still have a value.
Yeah, but just sold.
What they bought it for.
Yeah, let's see what the Cowboys
Jimmy.
Oh, the Cowboys will go about 5 times more than that.
Yeah. I'm not talking about worth. I'm talking about sold.
No, I hear you. I got you. I'm just curious to see how much that team
is. And Jeannie Buss will still govern the team. So Mark Walter now owns the Dodgers and the Lakers. So hey, does that mean LeBron could go play baseball like his hero Michael Jordan?
It says they're worth $10 billion, so they're the same as the Lakers.
Well, Lakers sold for $10 billion. That's the highest.
Oh, Yeah.
price to get sold.
Well,
but,
then that's what they're worth right now.
yeah.
11 billion.
You know,
10
but
billion.
the thing is, Magic Johnson is a partner with Mark Walter and the Dodgers.
Right.
He's part of the Dodger ownership. And Magic left the Laker organizations under a cloud. He hates Rob Pelinka. He said Rob Pelinka stabbed him in the back at his salvo leaving as president of the Lakers, and now he's gonna be his boss. And I'm like, oh God, I can't wait for this drama to start. If he's gonna stay or he's gonna
What
go.
could possibly
What's
go
gonna happen
wrong?
now?
Yeah.
I'm looking. Ooh, drama. Popcorn.
So that's what I want to ask you, Mark. So Magic Johnson is going to be part owner of the Lakers.
Yeah, he's already said that that's his because the group that bought it is the group of the Dodgers, so he's already part of that. And you got to bring Magic in.
I like it when players of the former team become upper management. I love to see how much they care about them. It's like Buster Posey with the Giants.
Yeah.
Also proves how old we're getting.
He's doing a good job. And Larry Bird never did that with the Celtics. He did it with the Pacers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he coached for the Pacers, right?
Yeah, he coached and became GM for a little bit too after he stopped coaching. Yeah. But what's his name? Became a coach. Danny Ainge. He was like a Celtic player.
Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd's an all right coach, actually.
Yeah.
Not bad.
All right. I'm just laughing because now we could start joking about LeBron playing baseball at 40.
Yeah, fucking LeBron.
I'm just joking. We don't want him on the Dodgers. He's good on the Lakers. But
Jordan couldn't make it past the minors.
Yeah, I know. So let's get to some happy news, man. Happy 83rd birthday to Sir Paul McCartney. Yeah. Say it's your birthday. Da-na-na-na-na-na. It's your birthday too. I love that song. But happy birthday, man. Talk about Paul McCartney, man. No deaths this week, by the way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Paul McCartney, wow, 83. He's the man. It's hard to talk about him because he's done so much for not just music in general, but man, he was in the Beatles, and he's the forefront of the Beatles right now, and he was the strong force of theirs, and he's the singer-songwriter that all these rock bands aspire to be like.
So Lennon would be 85 if he was still alive, right?
Who?
Yeah, he was born in 1940.
Yeah, he died in 80, so that's 40 plus 45, so yeah, 85.
85, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So, George was the youngest of them all, and Ringo was the oldest.
Yeah, there's always like rumors that Ringo and Paul are going to go out on tour together. That ain't happening, guys. No. I always laugh at that. There's like AI, like those Netflix documentaries that are never going to happen. But Al, Paul McCartney, man.
Dude, what can you say about him, man? He's actually my favorite Beatle.
Me too.
If I had to pick one. So, I mean, getting to see him live a few times was always great. Getting to take my daughter to see him was awesome. That was a couple years ago before I moved down here to Florida. Speaking of a Beatle, Ringo's playing here in Saturday. I was thinking about going.
You should go. He puts on a great show.
I've seen him twice, but I'd like to see him again. Is there a rumor that him and Paul McCartney are supposed to tour together, or is that not true?
I heard the rumors. It's like the Netflix documentaries. Are they true? No, they're not. I don't think that's happening. No. Nah. People making that.
That'd be cool if they did, though.
It would.
Yeah.
It'd probably be expensive as hell to go to.
Oh God. Yeah.
Probably. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Ringo's cheaper to see than Paul.
He's the cheapest of the Beatles to see. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He's playing. He's playing an amphitheater here in Clearwater, which is a nice amphitheater. It's right on the water, and really, it's probably my favorite amphitheater, probably my favorite venue of this area. But back to Paul. I mean, just I love him, man. I'll see him anytime he comes around. If he still keeps going, man, I'll go see him. Man.
He hasn't officially retired, has
no.
he? No. Wow. Okay. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I think he's just gonna keep going. He's gonna keep
why
going,
not?
Man.
That's the best thing to keep.
I like
mean,
that
as
album.
long as you're healthy, you can do it. Absolutely.
Wasn't his last album Egypt Station? That was a pretty good album.
Yeah, I got it too. I got that on vinyl.
And I hear he does like fucking 100 songs too. Still, did he do a lot of songs when you saw him last? Like how many songs do you think he did?
Oh God, I mean, he played like probably 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Without a break, without like any sort of like, You know how like
Right.
you can break up in between two
Yeah.
sets.
Like Rush
And
and
he didn't even.
Springsteen. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, I remember. Oh, I remember it was like his when I saw him. I think it was like 3 years ago. So in New Jersey, and it was around his birthday, and I remember John Bon Jovi came out with a cake and sang him happy birthday and shit.
That's cool.
Got the crowd to sing happy birthday to him, you know. And then they went into. I think he went into birthday, so it was pretty funny. But yeah, Paul, happy birthday, Paul, man. I mean,
Yeah.
just you can't get any higher icon than that, bro.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Only time I
Living,
saw
at least living, you know.
the only time I saw him was in the Flowers in the Dirt tour, and he sang "Happy Birthday" to John Lennon. And that was in November, but he was October.
Yeah.
He did
He
that
was
pretty good.
he was the first concert at City Field where the Mets, the new stadium where the Mets played when I opened up. He was the first concert there, and I saw him open that up. And then the year before, I saw him when Billy Joel closed out. Was the last concert at Shea Stadium, and
Oh,
Paul
wow.
came out in the encore with him. I was at that show, which was awesome. You know, so
That is.
it's kind of cool to see opening and closing of stadiums that
Mhm.
you know I kind of grew up, you know, watching Mets and going to games and shit. So yeah, happy birthday, Paul.
Jerry,
I mean, what can I say that, nobody doesn't know, especially the people on this show? I mean, absolute legend, dude. And the fact that you can make it to 83 and be healthy and still do what you love doing, man. Fucking
Yeah,
A, dude. Keep going, dude. Love it.
cheers, man.
he's the
All
same
right.
exact. He's the same exact age as my dad. I can never picture my dad up on stage doing what he does,
Touring.
man.
Yeah.
It's just so funny, man. You know.
Right.
So
I know, man. I look at people that are like what, like example, Sammy Hagar. What is he like 78 or something? And
70, yeah, I think
and
78.
I see these people who are 78 and they don't even like rock and roll. Like, God, this guy's up there like rocking at
Right.
78. I'm like, they like Neil Sedaka or something. And I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
And then we get to legendary session bassist Carol Kaye has confirmed she won't be attending the 2025 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony later this year. I'm declining because it wasn't something that reflects the work of the studio musicians. So did in that golden era of the 1960s recording hits. So she's saying that if she's getting inducted, they all should get inducted because they were a team. And she
Yeah.
doesn't feel right taking this. What do you think about that, Andy?
Oh, well, I absolutely love Carol Kay. We did a segment about her on Three Shots Down. The show wasn't about her, but we had mentioned her about what a badass that she is, and how she lived her life for music, getting away from men that try to control her, saying that you're not going to become a musician, you're not going to do this, you're not going to do that. So she became her own woman, an independent woman with 2 kids, just so that she can stay in with what was the name of the session group?
The
She's
Wrecking Crew.
The Wrecking Crew.
She
Thank
said
you.
that wasn't the name they went by. Is that somebody 10 years later who was in that named it that? So
Okay,
yeah,
but they were all pretty much a group,
yeah,
and she's absolutely right. You know, why just her, not everybody else? And she's still sticking. I mean, she still has iron balls like she did back in the '60s.
she's in her 90s.
Still like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
All
she's
right,
awesome.
Al.
Yeah, I agree with her that I think that whole group of session musicians should be included. I mean, did they go by? You're saying they didn't go by the Wrecking Crew at the
No, she
time,
said that was made up 10 years later by one of the guys in the band.
but really it's the same guys anyway. It's
Yeah.
like Hal Blaine, drummer, and all those great session musicians that you heard on all those
Part of the
fucking
Wall of
60s
Sound,
albums.
weren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
huh?
Part of the Wall of Sound, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And she is a badass. And it's funny. I remember with her. I remember seeing a clip of her teaching Gene Simmons like something on the bass, like how and telling him, "Oh, you're playing it wrong. You're playing it wrong." Like and Gene's like trying to sit here playing like a certain way, like the way she told him how to play it. And he just couldn't get a grasp on it. It was so funny, man. You know. Um, but when you learn your instrument, you learn it kind of your way. So I mean, if you downpick everything and that's your style, then that's your style, whatever. But she's an expert, so she was just trying to teach him a technique, and he just wasn't getting the grasp of it. And I found out humorous. She's actually kind of humorous too, so but yeah, she's a pioneer, man.
Yeah.
I guess she doesn't want to be like in the spotlight. She's a behind the scenes person, and that's I guess how she feels, So anyway, she's awesome though.
Yeah.
Great bass player, man.
Jerry.
And just all those 60s California sound.
Yeah.
Just amazing,
She's on
man.
the Beach Boys. A lot of
Yeah.
So somebody said I was listening to Robbie Krieger, and he says Carol Kaye, she's kind of mistaken. She never played bass on a Doors album. I remember him saying that to Eddie Trunk, and I go, oh, okay. Oh no, Billy Corgan. If you listen to his podcast, he had Robbie Krieger on there. Pretty good interview. But he said, Carol Kaye, she's played on so much, maybe she got confused. She never played on a Doors album. But Jerry, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame with their randomness is about who goes in, with what band. Just
it's all over the fucking place.
It makes no sense most of the time. It really doesn't. I mean, so and you gotta respect somebody for that though too. Who wants their band or whoever she did it with, and doesn't want the appreciates the other people that were with her. So awesome, good move, love it.
Nice. Yeah. All right, so let's get to some movie news. I thought this was interesting. James Gunn, who did the Guardians of the Galaxies movies for Marvel, and now he's the head honcho over at DC. James Gunn says Marvel got screwed over by corporate mandate. Thank you, Disney. To increase the studio's film and TV output, that wasn't fair. It wasn't right, and it killed him. We don't have a mandate at DC. We have a certain amount of movies and TV shows to do a certain amount of movies or TV shows every year. And so we're going to put out everything that we think is the highest quality. We're obviously going to do some good things and maybe not some good things, but hopefully on average, everything will be high quality as possible. Nothing goes before the screenplay. I am personally happy with that. And he says, because he was saying that a lot of Marvel stuff was unfinished screenplays. They didn't finish them. He said that I was reading about, the Supergirl screenplays, it's fucking amazing. It's done. It's ready. We tweaked it. Everything has to have a completed screenplay before they take it to film. He says, but at Marvel, they were rushing it and they weren't even complete. You can see it was jumbled.
They oversaturated it.
Yes,
one time there was one come out every week. It seemed like a Marvel.
Well, they wanted to have 4 every year. Yeah, and then about 5 television series, something like that. Now they're doing, I think they're only doing 3 or 2 a year. But I'm just saying that it makes sense because the movies were jumbled. The dialogue was weird and the movies didn't make sense, those Marvel movies. And I'm glad this new Superman movie that he directed and wrote, it looks fucking amazing so far. I can't wait to see this. And what do you guys think about Marvel putting out uncompleted screenplays and this mandate that corporate just fucking pushed on them? What do you think about that, Al?
No, it's the first I'm hearing of it. Actually, I didn't know about it, but it's kind of weird, man. I don't really have any more opinion on it.
Well, because his Guardians of the Galaxy, they tried to push out sooner, and he said, "I'm not done. We're still completing the screenplay," and they tried to push him to get it out quicker. And he says, "We're not doing anything without a completed screenplay." He says a lot of the Marvel movies went out and it wasn't completed in the screenplay.
Well, that's why a lot of them suffered too, probably.
Yeah.
So,
Now plus, you had to compete. You had to compete with DC and Marvel. I mean, they were competing with each other too. So it was like a rush to get whatever you can out. I mean, people ate it up though. They never really, lost any money from it. People still bought it, but
not really, because the Eternals, all these other lesser Marvel movies were like dying. And
really, I thought a lot of them did get like Jessica Jones did really well.
Well, that was on Netflix. That was stuff before Disney bought.
And fucking the one that just came out was awesome. With Florence Pugh. What's her name? What the fuck's that movie?
That movie didn't make back its money though. It was critically acclaimed, but it didn't make back its.
Either did Mission Impossible, the blockbuster. All these huge expensive movies aren't just. They're not gonna. It's just people don't go to the movie theaters anymore.
Mission Impossible did the best out of all the Mission Impossibles, though.
But it still lost money, especially overseas. They say.
Well, it's not going to lose money when it goes to video and cable. So That's where they make their money back on the back end now. But
Yeah,
Thunderbolts.
It'll probably
Thunderbolts.
recoup
That's the
its
name
money.
of it.
but there's a lot of superhero fatigue out there. I hope Superman doesn't suffer for it.
Yeah.
So,
As long as it's not the same fucking backstory from every Superman movie, I think.
I don't think they have a backstory in this one. They're not.
His dad is in it though.
Well, they show a scene. Maybe it's a flashback.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then we get to let's see what else I got.
You didn't ask me how I felt.
Oh, go ahead because you don't care for movies. But go ahead, Jose.
It's all right. I don't care about these movies.
I knew it.
Right. That's why I skipped you. I know you so well. But did you guys hear Tom Cruise is going to receive an honorary Oscar at the upcoming Academy Awards with the Academy Motion Picture Arts and Sciences attributing to his dedication to the craft, industry, and theatrical experience, Sherry?
I will give him that much. The guy puts his heart and soul in everything he does. I mean, hell, he does his own stunts. That shit's real when he's going up in the fucking airplane and shit. So good for him. I mean, seriously, he deserves it. I mean, he puts everything into his roles. So I'm happy.
He should have won for Born on the 4th of July. I'm still
absolutely. That was an amazing performance, man.
Yeah. Yep. What about you, Al? He's finally getting an award.
Oh, finally, yeah. I mean, he deserves it, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, the quality of work that he's done. I still maintain, like, I can't think of a bad Tom Cruise movie.
Eyes Wide Shut's the only one I can think of.
Shut,
no, I like that one, dude.
What?
I like that movie a lot. Wow. So I love the weirdness. I love the strangeness of it, and
you're a Kubrick fan.
I love like Stanley Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick's like one of my worst directors.
No,
I like Full Metal Jacket and The Shining. I think that's it.
Close the pod bay doors, Hal.
Oh, I hate that movie. Man. I fall asleep during 2001: A Space Odyssey. I love sci-fi, and that movie did not do it for me. And then the second one was even worse.
2010, yeah, that wasn't that great.
Yeah.
We'll let Al keep going, and we interrupted him a little bit.
No, I'm good. He deserves it, man. Yeah. So.
All right.
No, this I will talk about.
Okay, I was gonna go to you on this one, Jose.
Okay, great. Oh well, because sometimes you skip me movies, but I'm not the biggest Tom Cruise fan. But with that aside, he does deserve to have this kind of honor. The dude has been making movies since the early '80s, and a lot of them have been big blockbuster hit. And like Jerry and Al were saying, that he's not just starting the movies; he's got his whole hands inside the production and all that. I mean, he puts his all heart and soul into his projects, and it was really cool to see him as a young actor moving up. And each time he kept on getting more powerful, and the more powerful he got, the better he got in the movies.
It's like in The Outsiders, you saw him not a big role in there, and he just keeps
moving.
Yeah.
And then from there he went on, and I did watch a lot of his movies when he was younger. I did.
Yeah. You see The Outsiders, all those people in there, Patrick, whoever was in there, Ralph Macchio, they're not as big as Tom. Tom's double of all those people. His peers, he surpassed them. It's like,
Swayze he had an all right career.
Yeah, but he kind of went on a downturn after Roadhouse, if you think about it. And Roadhouse wasn't that big actually. Compared to a Tom Cruise
Ghost
movie.
was huge. Ghost was huge.
Ghost was huge. Yeah. But after Ghost, it was like he kind of went. I love Next to Kin. That's one of my favorite Swayze movies, man.
But I was a huge Swayze fan. That made me sad when he died, man. I like Patrick.
Yeah,
Swayze.
Me too, man.
He was doing a television series before that, and it was really good.
Yeah, the television series,
and you could see how skinny he was.
What was that? 2009, 2010.
Like that, yeah.
Wow, I can't believe it's been that long ago.
There was Matt Dillon was a big star there for a while.
He went down quick.
What are you talking about? He's had some great roles, man. Come on,
something about Mary.
He should have won an Oscar for that role. And There's Something About Mary, but it was never comedy. He was fucking hilarious in that movie, dude.
Well, I know, but he wasn't the star.
He was the best one in the show.
What was that one? What was that one with Denise Richards and Wild Things? Is that
Wild Things? Yeah,
and when you saw what's his name, Schlong,
Nev Campbell,
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, Nev Campbell.
Remember you saw Kevin Bacon Schlong in the shower, and everybody's talking about that.
Why is that the first thing you remember about that?
Because that was horrible. I'm still fucking traumatized from seeing it.
I actually thought it was cool because it surprised me with Bill Murray being involved in it at the end. I did not expect that at all.
Well, I like seeing Denise Richards naked. She was hot back then.
Yeah. Nev Campbell wouldn't do it. You just see her back.
I don't like Nev Campbell that much. But then Harold and Kamal are making a fourth movie. You never saw the Christmas movie,
I
Jerry?
never even knew they had a third one.
The Christmas movie is hilarious. Neil Patrick Harris, man. Oh my God.
He is hilarious. He was hilarious in the ones I saw. So
he's
yeah.
supposed to be dead, and you're alive? It's like, dude, he was doing cocaine.
I like how he plays all these women. I like how he plays all these womanizers
Womanizers
too in movies.
He's so
gay.
funny.
It is.
Okay. But I can't wait to see a fourth Harold and Kamal movie. I liked all of them, man. Any thoughts on that, Al and Andy?
No, I welcome it, Max. I found their movies pretty hilarious, man.
Yeah. What about you, Andy?
Yeah, I just saw the first one and I loved it. I just never got on board with the other two.
Oh, I like the one where they put him in Guantanamo Bay because he sets that bomb on the airplane.
Yeah. That might have actually been better than the first one, actually.
Oh, really? I gotta check it out then.
It was funny.
It is really good, man. But the Christmas movie was hilarious too, man. MPH was on fire in that movie. Oh my God.
They need to come out a sequel. They need to come out with the sequel for Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh, yeah.
I'm joking.
I would watch that. I love both those actors. But let's get back to some music really quick. So AC/DC is hanging up their cannons.
You know what? I'm sorry. There's hope for me of writing a movie. Seriously, after watching that movie, I'm serious. It's like, fuck. I mean,
I can see you writing a giant woman who goes, "Daddy, like," and gets smashed.
I mean, it's almost the same thing. I mean, okay. Sorry, Mark. Go ahead, dude.
Zoltan.
Yeah. Wonder Twins. I can do the Wonder Twins movie. How about that? There you go.
Twin powers activate.
Turn into a bucket and water.
Oh my God.
Ingenious.
All right. Well, reportedly, AC/DC is hanging up their cannons and set to say goodbye with the final Australian tour, Al. You just saw them.
Yeah. That's surprising, but not surprising. But I'll believe it when I see it. I mean, nobody ever goes away, man.
They should never say that. Absolutely. They should never say
dude,
that.
Who believes any of that shit anymore, man?
Right.
You know? I might believe the Who doing the last one. I think that might be it for
They've
them.
already fooled us twice. You know, we have been
Weren't they supposed to like 1980? I think
again.
they were supposed to.
We got fooled again, you know.
What's that, Jerry?
What didn't they do their first farewell tour like the middle 80s or something like that?
It was 82.
They've been doing those for a
82.
while.
82.
Yeah.
They fooled us
82.
again.
82 was the farewell tour, and then 89 was the comeback, the Tommy.
There you go. Yeah.
You know, and then it's just fucking.
I saw them in like 2014 or 15. They were actually pretty good still sounding. Yeah. So
I was very surprised at how good AC/DC was this one last time I saw them. I went in there with a bit of trepidation. They surpassed my expectations. So, but yeah, you know, I mean, listen, Brian Johnson. They took a lot of long breaks between songs. That's the thing that I noticed. Like, I mean, the stage would be dark for like about a minute, you know, between each song, like long pauses. You know,
really?
whether Brian and Angus are going back there getting oxygen. I mean, I'm all for that. That's fine at their age. If they need it, that's fine, man. But because they put on a great energetic show, and but I mean, how much longer can they play a high energy show, man? I mean, Brian Johnson, that shit these guys sing is not easy, dude. You know, and I mean, if they do the last thing, I'm fine with it, man. Go out with some dignity. I mean, really, Angus and Brian are the last ones, really, man. You know, I mean, Cliff. I mean, what's his name? Phil can't really tour anymore because of his legal issues, I guess, and Cliff retired. So, you know, I think if they do it, then fine, man. You know, but I'll believe it if they stay away.
Right.
The Who's back again now, but with a drummer or not a drummer. All right.
That whole thing is, I don't know.
Dude, that guy
if they're gonna do one last tour, why not just fucking include him? He's been in the goddamn band for 30 years. You know what the fuck, man?
Oh, Ringo's son, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. He looks old. That Starkey guy. I go, damn! I thought he was younger than that. It's like
probably hanging around Pete Townsend and fucking Roger Daltrey, and probably aging you.
Because he was in Oasis. He didn't look that old when Oasis. The Oasis brothers don't look that old, but he looks fucking like he's in his 60s. What the
Hey,
fuck?
Hey, so when is this
He is-
Oasis?
What is
supposed
he
to
in the
start anyway?
60s?
2035, I think.
What?
That's a joke.
Oasis.
That's a
When's
joke.
that Oasis tour supposed to start?
Yeah, when?
Yeah, when is it supposed to start?
I don't know.
I thought it was supposed to be this summer. I mean, I
It
don't
is
know.
this summer.
Did they quit?
It's supposed to be this summer.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Yeah, I'm still waiting
It's
for the
never
cancel.
getting off the ground.
They just sold tickets and that was it. No, but I think Zach Starkey is almost 60. He's got to be almost 60.
Dang, he looks old, dude.
Well, dude, he's almost 60 and he's
He
toured
is
the
just
world
about
for a long
60, I
time.
think.
The Oasis guys are younger than him, I guess. I think they're 50s. Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah.
but what do you think about the AC/DC going out, Andy?
You know, I'm with Al. You know, if they feel that it's time to hang it up, I'm all for it. Go out on top. And maybe, just maybe, after they've been doing these shows, maybe they're saying, you know what? This is too much for us, guys. I mean, it's a lot. Let's go ahead and let's finish up in Australia. Let's do some shows in our hometown. Maybe the drummer can join them there since he doesn't have to leave Australia.
Yeah.
Well, he's
You know?
in New Zealand, isn't he? The drummer.
Yeah, I think he's New Zealand.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Sorry,
I
was
don't think he
way off.
has a travel restriction in Australia, though. So,
Yeah.
there you go.
So maybe they just said, man, you know, let's play these shows and let's not, you know, do another tour. Come on, man. I mean, these guys are pushing 80. And like Al was saying, this is some hard music to play. It's not like they're up there like Jose Feliciano or anything.
Yeah, it's not like laid back. It's not like laid back blues, man. I mean, it's high
No.
energy fucking
Yeah.
rock,
Hard
dude.
rock,
I mean, that shit. Listen to fucking Back in Black and how Brian sings on there, dude. Dude, try singing that like fucking for 2 hours. You know, they play over 2 hours. Their show.
Damn.
It's
and
like a
they
2 hour.
give it their all, dude. Yeah.
I know.
And enough. I mean, dude, it would. They don't want to go out there and look foolish, you know, because they're getting rave reviews for what they're doing now. And dude, you got to go out on top. It's a long way to the top. You want to rock and roll, and they made it, man. They freaking made it.
Yeah.
They will go down in history as one of the greatest rock and roll bands of all time.
Absolutely.
And there's nothing else to accomplish.
It's like if somebody doesn't like rock and roll, they like AC/DC for some reason. It's like weird. They go, "Oh, I like You Shook Me All Night Long," and then I like what is it, Eve or Gwen Stefani? It's like, damn, they like AC/DC.
I mean, dude, they almost did everything right. The logo, the branding, just everything.
Yeah.
It just fit perfect. So, you know, if they decide to hang it up, I'm glad I was able to see them back in 2000. And we will always have their music as one of the greatest
albums, man.
Yeah.
I don't think they released a bad album, even though people say Fly on the Wall sucks. I like Fly on the Wall. And I like Ball Breaker. I like that shit. But
I like
Jerry,
Ball Breaker too.
Jerry, what do you think, man? AC/DC hanging up the
Yeah.
cannons, man.
I mean, if they do, then congratulations. But like Al said, I mean, I'll see it. Well, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 80 times, shame on me with all these retirement talks, man. Seriously.
You won't get fooled again, right?
Who believes any of those farewell things?
I know.
The Scorpions even did it. They've been back for years.
No, I don't think that AC/DC would pull something off like that because look at REM. You know, they
you never know. If they give them the right money, they might come back.
Yeah, money.
They sounded good, that little thing they did.
I know, and Bill Berry was back with them.
Good,
I would love them to go on tour. I've never.
I would love to see them.
I love to see
never
REM.
saw them.
You never seen them? I've seen them twice, and they were great.
And with Bill Berry back in the band, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, it's kind of like that, but my wife wants to go see the B-52s with
go.
No.
Go. Devo's with them, dude. Devo and the B-52s. Fuck yeah.
That's a fun night, dude. It really is.
Fuck yeah. The B-52s put on a party,
they stopped.
Dude. They did.
Oh, they did. Fool me 81 times.
I was gonna bring that up. The B-52s retired, right?
Holy crap, man! Like no band ever ends, bro.
It doesn't, dude. The music just keeps going on.
Dude, honestly, I can only think of 3 bands that when they stopped, they stopped. The Beatles, Led Zeppelin, and Rush, dude. I can't think of any other band.
Well, REM so far.
I mean, Ramones are all dead, so they're
Yeah.
not coming back. But even Marky Ramone does a Marky Ramone fucking Blitzkrieg thing. But that's cool, man. I've seen that. That was actually good.
We're gonna go see them at Rocklahoma. Yeah, he's playing Rocklahoma.
Yeah. But I
Marky Ramone.
don't know. I can't think of any of the other bands that, you know, when they stopped. That was it. You know what I
We
mean?
can think about
granted, I mean, Zeppelin has done like a couple like here, but it's been just like, it's not tours. It's just been like just charity things. It's all been charitable shit.
Yeah.
And the shit they did together, they didn't call it Led Zeppelin.
I think Dexy's Midnight Runners quit, for God's sake.
Oh God.
We're talking about real bands.
They came on Eileen too much, man. They got
dude.
Sorry.
I keep thinking of that fucking fucked up album cover that one dude where he's like in lingerie or some shit.
Oh yeah.
The singer of that band.
Yeah.
It's always on like those worst album cover fucking lists.
Yeah, it's always on there.
Oh my God! So
along with Orleans and a couple of those. What is it with the '70s? Everybody had their shirts off. We're talking about Styx's debut album. They had their shirts off in that fucking album cover too. It's like, was that like a thing? I guess I don't know, man.
Back then,
and they're like talking about the ultimate dad bods. It isn't like they're buffed or anything. You know what I mean? It's like,
like the meme says, like with Lionel Richie and Michael Jackson, and what's it? You know, it's a good album, and they're leading on the cover. Yeah. But one last story, man, of BS. Megadeth finishing up their 17th album. Dave Mustaine just finishing up his vocals now. You guys have any thoughts on that? They got more albums than Metallica, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they fucking doubled them.
They doubled them. I think Metallica
quality-wise, though.
11?
Quality-wise, though, I think Metallica has the edge.
Yeah, I agree. Bushy and Scribble are going, fuck you, man.
They tell me that all the time anyway. So
they tell me the same thing.
Yeah, but I agree. Because they have the more albums. I mean, quality, big time.
Except, well, there's 3. You could talk that subpar for Metallica.
Oh well, Metallica did a couple of bad albums, but they've also done about 8 great ones.
Yes, agree.
Well, not great, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like the last 3 were pretty good.
I loved 72 Seasons, even though Jerry hates it.
Didn't say I hated it. I said I didn't like it.
Dude, that bass that Robert's playing on the title track, 72.
His bass work on this album.
I don't know. I just thought they finally regained everything with Hardwired, but 72 Seasons, I think.
You need to go listen to it again, opinion. Maybe if you want.
Maybe, but I'd listen to it when I bought it. I listen to it all the time.
You know what? I'm going to make that a review on Freeform because we haven't done that album. Maybe in a couple months. That's going to be one of my picks because that album needs to be talked about. But that's it, man. We're done with the BS. Andy, take it away, man.
I am now in the control chair. We are going to be making our own.
Just say, I have assumed control.
I have assumed control
there you go.
Of the BS sessions, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I am the host, and you will follow me and listen to what I say.
He's got that anonymous face mask on. We are the ones taking over.
I am not worthy. I am not worthy.
Attention, all planets to the Solar Federation.
Either that or the Max Headroom effect.
As soon as I said that, Al had a huge smile.
Hell yeah, dude! Come on.
So what we're doing is we're going to make our own Styx album. We've done this several times on the BS sessions for different bands, so it's exciting to do one for Styx. I, for one, personally, more of a hits kind of guy, but I got deep tracks hidden through here. So we are going to start off with the namesakes of the show here. We're going to start with Mark and Jerry, and then we'll go to Al and myself. So, Mark, you're up to bat, man. What are you going to start off with? Or how did you compile your album? Did you do an album or a CD or a cassette where you got to flip it?
I did a 5-song side 1 and a 6-song side 2, like vinyl. And I know we did a top 11 Styx before, Jerry reminded, but we're making an album. It's different. It's not the same. Different. It's not the same. But when you do the top 11 Styx songs, you're going to put in the hits and the thrills and the stuff. This one I'm making like a B-sides deep tracks album. So I started off mine, even though for for Styx fans, this is not a B-side or a beat track. Queen of Spades, man. I'm going to start it off with Queen of Spades starting this album. Get you
Great
rocking, man. Love it.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
What album is that?
Pieces of Eight.
Eight.
Okay.
Kind of a weird opener because it's kind of mellow, but
Well, it starts
Okay.
off mellow and it goes hard. You know, I love
Yeah.
that shit.
All right, Jerry. What are you going to start off with?
I'm going to start with the song they start out a lot of their concerts with, the title track from The Grand Illusion. I think it's a great opening track for a CD. Love that song, dude. Talk about a classic album, dude. That's definitely probably still one of my favorite albums of all time. Not a bad song on it.
Oh, it's
Absolutely
a great album.
banger. of
Great
an
album, dude. I
Yeah,
don't
it's
think I
good.
picked any of the songs off any of their greatest hits albums.
Yeah. How I did mine was I did a record, but it came with a bonus CD.
Oh,
That's how I did mine.
of course you
But,
did, because you got your Heavy Water 77. You know,
Yeah.
you're the nerd. You're the Styx nerd on here.
I've got no Wooden Nickel songs on this, so
I have
Oh,
one.
wow.
well, I mean, how I did the album I did one off each of their first 11 albums the first time I did it. Now I did that and I kind of regretted that because it's not really their best stuff. I just picked one song off every album, but
All right.
I'm not gonna do that anymore. But yeah, Grand Illusion is my opener.
Great track. All right. What are you going to do, man?
All right, man. My opening track from 1978, Pieces of Eight. I'm going with the opening song, Great White Hope.
Great song. Yeah.
I think that's a great way to kick off the CD. John Panazzo's drumming is fucking fantastic on here. And JY's, I love it. I've always loved his vocals, man. I've always loved JY. So that's my opener on my. I just made kind of a CD. I don't think I made sides, but
Yeah.
but that's my opener. My Styx,
Yeah.
fucking Grand 11 track CD.
The Grand 11. That's a good one.
I
Yeah.
think
The
they're the
Grand
ones.
11.
I think they're the ones who started gang vocals. It's a great white hope. Yeah.
Oh, they're background.
they've been doing that
Yeah,
since their
background vocals.
debut
I know,
album.
but it
Yeah.
got popular in the 80s, but they were doing it in the 70s. So a lot.
Oh, JY's stuff, especially in the Wooden Nickel era, he sang a lot back then. His voice was great back then. It was different sounding as it got to the more arena art rock stage, but I
Yeah.
loved his songs, man. I mean,
Fuck yeah, dude.
he just, I mean, I'm sure he didn't do many songs. He doesn't have that radio voice like Tommy and Dennis had. That's probably why.
He had the snarl. I love the snarl by him.
Yeah, the rock. The rock.
He was the metal guy. Think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, he wrote the heaviest stuff,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Which is right up my alley because pretty much, I didn't really go to hits way either on my album. It's pretty much all deep shit, deep tracks. So
Awesome. I would write all these down so I could get myself more acquainted with this. So that's cool. All right, I'm going to start off my album the way the Crystal Ball started off. I'm going to start off with "Put Me On." I
Good
love
tune.
the keyboard intro to that,
Yeah.
Total
which
deep
is a great way. I mean, a classic way to start off a Styx album is an intro with a keyboard, and then they hit you within 30 seconds with just a bombastic rock. So I think that's a good opener. "Put Me On." That's on the Crystal Ball album. Mark, what's your number
Nice.
2 track?
Number 2, I'm going with the title track of Pieces of Eight. Pieces of Eight.
Great
I
song.
love that fucking song. I'll start off with 2 with Pieces of Eight. One of my favorite Styx albums, man. Grand Illusion, I think, is my favorite, and I think I only picked one off of that because I think on the hits I picked more when we did our top 11. But fucking Pieces of Eight, I love Pieces of Eight. The harmonies, and the freaking acoustic, everything in that song. It's just so fucking great. It's just like you get lost in that song. It's just
The
like
music is incredible.
the music is just
it
so
really
well
is a
done.
great
It's
song.
just like it's a masterpiece of a song. It's like, and a lot of people make fun of Styx because they don't know them. They don't know what musicians they are.
they
think
just
they're
go by Babe and fucking
Mr.
Lady.
Roboto
Yeah.
or something, you know. By the way, I didn't pick Mr. Roboto. Even though I do
Babe,
love that
I'm
song.
leaving.
I love that
Must
song.
be on my way.
I love it when Damn Yankees did that. Ted Nugent broke Tommy's guitar. I hate that song. That's freaking pretty cool. But Dennis didn't like it very well. But Pieces of Eight title track.
All right. Jerry.
I'm gonna stick with Pieces of Eight myself and go with "I'm Okay."
Be right back.
Great song. Did you guys ever see the Grand Illusion Pieces of Eight concert? They did both those albums in their entirety.
No,
I never did, man.
Oh man, what a great show that was! I mean,
That was a
just
DVD
hearing,
release, right?
yeah, just hearing some of those songs off those albums.
Was
When I
Dennis
heard
still in the band when they did that?
no, that was Lawrence. That was
Lawrence, okay.
Young. That's
That was
like
like
what,
when he first-
2010, 2011, something
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
all right.
Yeah.
Nah, I never checked that out. I need to though.
Yeah, it's really cool. It was just so cool to hear those songs that you don't hear anymore, especially for Pieces of Eight. You hear a lot of songs off the Grand Illusion. The Pieces of
Yeah.
Eight, they pretty much stick to Renegade and Blue Collar Man. That's it usually. So it was good to hear. And I'm Okay is a great tune. It's a great Dennis DeYoung track, man. I love it. So that's my number 2.
Nice.
awesome. All right, what's your number 2 on your
All right,
album?
from Crystal Ball, 1976. I'm going to was it Mademoiselle?
Mademoiselle.
That's a great
Yeah.
song too.
Fucking love that song, dude.
Tell me where you
It's got like great Thin Lizzy like harmony, like guitars in it, and it's the debut of Tommy Shaw.
Yeah.
You know, so I thought he bought the, as I'm just getting in really kind of the nickel. Was it the Nickelwood?
Wood and
Wood
Nickel. Wood and Nickel.
Nickelwood.
They have that whole CD set.
Nickelwood.
Really good.
An offshoot of Nickelback. It's like
the wood,
yeah,
the wood and
Nickelwood.
nickel era stuff. Because I kind of like never really knew. I never had any of that stuff. I just knew Babe or Lady. I mean, from Styx too. But and the first album, I just listened to the first album the other day, and I mean most of it's cover songs. But that first suite that they do on there, that like 12-minute song, is pretty badass, man.
Yeah, Movement for the Common
They were
Man.
very proggish, man, back in the day. You know, the early stuff. So, but Mademoiselle, I mean, I love that song for Crystal Ball. So, yeah, the Tommy bought that. I think they brought the band to another level, man. When
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how they gave him pretty much the reins on that for a guy just joining the band.
just joined a band, because usually
They
they were
started off
part
with-
of-
I think Dennis said they wanted him to integrate himself into the band. You know.
Yeah, and it worked. I mean, so yeah.
that's my number track 2, the CD. So, Andy, take it away, brother.
Yeah, my number 2 pick. Like I said, I'm going to have a lot of hits on here, and I am going to show that off now of a Paradise Theater second track, Too Much Time on My Hands. When I love albums how the second track is a good rocker, a good attention getter. So
Yeah.
I went with Too Much Time on My Hands. It's a high level, high energy song, which is also a big hit because it was a good pop rock song with a lot of intricate in it. So
One of the most cheesiest videos.
Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah.
yeah.
That's definitely a crowd pleaser when it's played live.
He wrote that song on the way to the studio in his head. and,
One of the
took
best.
like 10
One of the
minutes
best
to put
lines
it
on
together.
there. One of the best lines on this song. I got dozens of friends, and the fun never ends. Just as long as I'm buying. That's so fucking true. It's like you stop buying, people go away. It's like later, dude. Like when I stopped smoking weed year before I started smoking weed again, then quit again. When I stopped smoking weed with my friends at In-N-Out, they never called me anymore because I was always the one holding. You get it?
Yeah.
So you found out who your friends were back
Oh, yeah.
then.
Yeah. All right, Mark, what's your third track, man?
I'm going to the Grand Illusion, one of my favorite songs of all time. For Styx heads, this is not like this is not a B-side or not a deep track, but because we know this album, we love this album. But Man in the Wilderness, my God,
Yeah.
Oh
one
yeah.
of the best Styx songs of all time. I remember when I saw Tommy open for Rush on the Hold Your Fire tour on the Ambition. He broke out this song, and he said, "This song is from 10 years ago." Now it's not from 10 years ago. He played this song, and I was like, "Oh my God, so fucking great!" That tour was great by him. The Ambition. That's a great Tommy Shaw. Check out Ambition if you never heard that album. Really good. He does a version of Survivors. What's that? Just another. Ever since the world began. Great version of that song.
Well, I thought it was the Girls with Guns album he opened up with Rush for.
No, it was Ambition.
Sure.
Yes,
That was Hold Your Fire, right?
Hold Your Fire. Yeah.
You sure it wasn't Girls
It
with
was
Guns?
Ambition because he
That was
played
his
songs
first
from
one.
He played
Okay,
Ever Since
okay.
the World Began. I remember him singing that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just another piece of the puzzle. He sang it better than Survivor, by the way. And I like that version by Survivor.
All right, Jerry, what's your third track?
I'm going to stick with the title track from Crystal Ball, the song Crystal Ball. Love that song, dude. What a fabulous vocal and a cool ass riff to play on guitar, too. Simple. Well, it's not simple, but there's some tricky stuff to it, but it's just a well-written acoustic. And I was fortunate enough to see them a while back, and Tommy actually sang the verse that's not on the. There's actually another verse that didn't make the studio cut. And it was pretty cool to hear that, and it really fit well into the song too. It wasn't like it was. I mean, the way they did it live was pretty cool. So that was cool. They have it. I think I have it on him doing that on YouTube. If you look it up, you'll see like the forgotten verse or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But what a great song, man. I mean, we all know that song and we all know how great it is. So that's my number 3, Crystal Ball.
Show me, come on, karaoke it, Jared.
Karaoke. Tell me where I'm going. I don't know where I've been.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
My heart is breaking. My body's aching. Okay. All right. Enough.
Hey, we are.
That's all you get. That's all you get for free.
We are the karaoke show. There you go.
So yeah, man, my number 3 is same as Mark's, man. Man in the Wilderness.
Ah, yeah.
1977 Grand Illusion. I love the wah wah solo that Tommy plays, and a little bit of a darker song, but I like that. You know, when bands do that, you know, like you don't never really think of Styx as playing dark material, but they do. They do. I mean, when you really go deep, go past the hits.
Queen of Spades.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, great shit. I mean, they could be a heavy band, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my number 3 as well. So, Man in the Wilderness, great song.
But the thing is, I got an argument with a guy in a Styx group years ago where he said, Tommy Shaw don't play leads, he's all rhythm. I go, what the fuck? Have you ever seen him live? What the fuck are you talking about? The guy could play amazing leads. No, it's Jay White who plays the leads.
He was probably thinking of Damn Yankees and shit, but didn't he even play some leads?
Right.
He played leads in Jam Yankees with Ted. It's like,
yeah.
But I'm saying Tommy plays
I know
a lot
Ted
of
did
leads.
the bulk of them, but
yeah.
But
I argue with this guy. He said, you know what? You're not worth my time because you don't. He goes, he told me you don't really know who Styx is, do you? I go, I guess I don't. Later, dude.
And that was the last time.
Just show him a video of Tommy doing a guitar solo for
Tommy
something.
does great leads.
He does.
Yeah.
And you can tell them apart. You can definitely tell Jay White's style and Tommy's style apart too. So, yeah.
So
they share solos sometimes. So sorry, Andy. They'll do a song with they'll each do a part of the song on their own solos. So.
Well, you guys brought that up on Heavy Water 77. How Tommy could play killer leads.
Yeah.
Appreciate
I thought John was a better guitarist, but Tommy was a better vocalist, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
I think Tommy's up there with John.
I don't know. John Serluski was a pretty badass guitar player, man. He was.
Did that guy pass away?
Yeah, he died like 38 or something like that. He had like a brain aneurysm or something.
That's why they brought Tommy in the band, right? Because he was.
No, he wasn't sick. He left. He left because he didn't like the way it was. They spin it if he didn't want to spend more time with his family, but it was he didn't like the fact that where Dennis was taking control of the band. So he was actually the first chink in the armor that noticed Dennis DeYoung trying to take over the band. So,
sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say when I was getting ready for this, I noticed even on the second album, he really sang a lot of those songs. Dennis DeYoung.
Yeah, he wrote. I think he wrote everything but 2 songs. I mean, JY had no writing credits on that one, but he sang a few of the songs, but he didn't have no writing credits on it. Yeah.
So, would you say that that's when the power started to shift, even as early as Styx 2?
I don't know, but even JY admits that Dennis was good for the band for the first 10 years, so maybe I don't know, it wasn't that bad. But I know that's why John Serluski left. He didn't like the way that Dennis was getting what he wanted and nobody else,
Right?
Because some shit like that. I don't know. You never know what's true nowadays. So.
Yeah.
Dennis seems like a good guy. Like he wants to go out one more time with them, but JY says, "Fuck that asshole." I know Tommy
pretty much. I actually do think Tommy Shaw would go back with them. I think. But
I think Tommy would.
Yeah, Tom.
Right.
Tom. I think Tommy's open to it. To me, JY is just like, no way, dude.
No.
He's the one holding it back.
But JY is just going through the motions now. So fucking why don't you
Yeah.
like shut the fuck up, JY? Let Dennis back in the band. I want to fucking tour with you guys.
Well, I mean, if they
and
ever
Lawrence in the band. Have them
that
all
would
in
be
the
the
band, man.
that would be one of the cool things about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If they did get in, I'm sure they let Dennis come on and do some songs. And that'd be
Hey,
cool to see that again.
Gowan's been in the band longer than Dennis has.
Pretty much,
so,
yeah. His body of work is not even nearly as good as Dennis's.
I disagree. I like a lot.
I mean,
of
Lawrence
Gowan's
is a better keyboard player. If you look at the shit that he does on keyboard, that ragtime shit he does all the time for his solo, it's pretty impressive. But yeah, not as good as Dennis.
Just go listen to "Criminal Mind" by Gowan. That's what got him in the band, by the way.
He opened for him, actually.
Yeah.
My number 3, I'm going to go with a ballad. I'm going to go with one of their first ballads and a great track, "Lady" off of Styx 2.
You're not going for Lady 96?
No.
Well,
I'm
Tommy
going to
was
go
better.
with the original song Styx 2. I really did love the slow build up to a great bombastic ballad. So,
But you know that's how Tommy got in the band. They auditioned him with Lady, and he did those high parts. And they said, "You're in the band." And I like Lady 96 better because Tommy's singing background vocals. That's why. Yeah. Off the greatest hits where they redid it. I love that version.
I got that blue.
I do like the original.
That was the only way they were allowed to release it on that is if they redid it. They couldn't use the original.
I do love the original also, Andy.
Okay.
But you got those high. I'm a huge Tommy Shaw nut swinger, so I love that guy.
All right, number 4, Bart.
Number 4, I'm going for the album Cornerstone and Why Me. I love the keyboards on that fucking album. I love Dennis's voice. This album is just so fucking hoppy and groovy. The song, I love it. It's like a ballad, but not a ballad. I fucking love it.
Yeah, actually, I was at Kroger and that song actually came on the fucking music they were playing. That surprised the hell out of me.
You feel old now?
No, that song. I mean, why me on the music? I'm like, that's an odd choice of a Styx song, but I think I sent you the video or something. I was like, damn, they're playing this song.
Why me?
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, at my Kroger's I work, sometimes I hear something. I'm like, really? They're playing down in the store?
Yeah, I went to Walmart the other day.
A lot of Chicago music.
Yeah, I saw Walmart. They put on the Turning Away from Pink Floyd was on. I'm like,
what
the hell?
Oh, dude, I went into the store one time and they were playing the Reflex by Duran Duran. I feel fucking old.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry, what's your number 4, man?
Oh man, this song is absolute fucking stone cold classic, man. Snowblind off Paradise Theater.
I knew you picked that. Great fucking song. Great fucking song.
Yeah. I love when they do when JY and Tommy sing that, in the same song. Like Heavy Water, they both sing on that song, and it's just so cool. And that song's awesome. Yeah, I love that how it starts out with that eerie keyboard and JY's voice, and
his voice sounds so sinister on that song, man. It's like it's evil.
And that solo he rips out on that song is fucking pretty fucking cool. But that's my number 4, Snowblind. What a great song.
Doesn't he sound so evil when he goes, I don't know, wow.
The face you show me scares me so.
Right? God, JY has one of the most sinister voices in rock and roll. Fucking great shit, man.
All right, Al, number 4.
Oh man, from the Cornerstone album, I'm going with "Borrowed Time." The first time that Dennis DeYoung gets a vocal on my CD, and great one, man. "Borrowed Time."
Living high, borrowed time.
That's a really good album, but it gets kind of lost in the shuffle.
The only part of that song, the only part of that song I don't like is the yes, no.
I like that. It's kind of hoppy. It's kind of hoppy.
It's a great song though. It's a killer riff. I mean, dun dun dun. I mean, yeah, it's a good song. Don't get me wrong.
People don't realize that Styx has a lot of metal in it.
I wouldn't say metal, but
That can get heavy at times.
Heavy at it.
A lot of times, dude. A lot.
If they were doing heavy metal, it would be Poisoning.
I love heavy metal Poison.
Jism.
I didn't pick that song.
So my number 4 pick, I'm going to go with the title track, "Grand Illusion."
Great one.
That's a really good song. I've always loved it. In fact, of course, "Grand Illusion" is my favorite album. But yeah, I spun this album a lot, and then of course I would get the albums that were, you know, around that time. But yeah, "Grand Illusion." It's a great title track, and it's my number 4 for this album. All right, Mark, we're at number 5.
I'm going to end my side one from a song from The Mission. Lawrence Gowan. Gone. Light it up. Let's get this show on the road. It's like a 2-minute fucking song, and it sounds like it's so like
That album was awesome.
The Mission is one of the best modern day fucking 6 albums of all fucking time. I love Crash the Crown, but
I tell you what, man,
The Mission.
I'm just not feeling this album yet.
I haven't heard it yet. I haven't heard
You're
it
not alone.
But I am feeling Crash of the Crown more than I have been. So
it might be
maybe
a grower.
maybe
It might be a grower.
This new one, I'm not feeling it too much, man.
Yeah.
Besides the opening song,
yeah,
you know, where that they've been playing in concert.
Yeah.
But that's really about it, man.
Light it up. Let's get this show on the road. I love that fucking song.
I mean, owning the autograph CD is pretty cool. So that's
it
looks like it's real.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to come on Amazon for $13.
Did they sell them autographed at the concert?
I don't.
Yeah, that's where I bought it.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to see them live this time. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, they canceled here because of low ticket. And they're blaming Kevin Cronin for it because it's not Aria with them.
Well, my new girlfriend Audra, she loves Styx, so that's cool. Maybe we'll go see them if they come in California. But
you're always going to get a good show from them.
I would always see Styx and Twice on Sundays, Metal Mike. So gone, man. That's ending my side one.
I gotta hear that album. I haven't heard The Mission yet.
I got 2 songs off The Mission.
I mean, there's all kinds of great songs off.
I got 2 songs off The Mission. It's so fucking good.
Because I don't go past. I mean, honestly, I do not go past Paradise Theater. I don't.
Oh, dude.
I
like Kilroy was here.
Brave New World is a great album. You should check that one out.
Well, I do have a song about Brave New World coming. So.
Wow, really?
Yeah. I love that album. What are you talking about, bitch?
I don't have Kilroy was here, but I got the Caught in the Act double album.
I
do have.
I got that on Virgin vinyl unopened at a pawn shop.
One of the biggest clusterfuck live albums of all time. That one is.
It's a good album, though.
I don't know. They've had better. They sounded better.
Do you think it's too commercialized, or what do you think the sound is like?
I like the live
it sounds like shit.
Oh.
I mean,
you picked live tracks off that album for when I was on that metal station.
No, I didn't. I picked it off for Return to Paradise.
You know what I do? They don't sell that CD.
I'm not going to request music time. I mean, come on, dude.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't request it.
Everybody, it's music time.
Music time is horrible.
All right. Yeah. So, Gary, what's your number 4?
I know that. Yeah, number 5, right?
Yeah.
I'm ending my side one with, I mean, it's a very safe pick, I think, but it is an incredible tune. Come Sail Away.
Oh,
I mean,
come sail away. Come sail away.
Shut up, Kurtman.
Yeah, you got that.
An incredible song, dude. I think it's one of the best songs ever written. Just I mean, you know the song. I don't really have to explain
that's their stairway, in my opinion, man.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's perfect. There's not everything's cool about it. The weird spacey keyboards in the middle, everything that's the guitar riffs, just the whole song in general is
it's so sci-fi, even with the aliens. Yeah.
I mean, just that chorus, man. I mean, it's fucking just amazing, dude. Come sail away with me.
Sail away. Come sail away with me, lads.
Me and Joe are talking about what do you think there? When you think of Styx, what song do you think of? Definitely, I think Come Sail Away would be the one.
You know,
That's
you
their
know what?
signature.
It
That's their
sucks,
signature
but it
song.
sucks with
Yeah, it is.
Styx. What song I think about if somebody asks me about Styx, fucking Mr. Roboto comes in my head first. For some
Well,
reason.
yeah, the very, very fair weather fans would think that.
I'm not a fair weather fan, and I think that. It's just like weird.
I mean, it was a huge hit for him. I mean,
Because
say what you
it's-
want about Dennis, about Babe and all that, but I'm sure Tommy wasn't complaining about cashing that check in the
No
bank.
check, yeah.
Nope.
For that song. But
But the thing is, Mr. Roboto is such an earworm, and they made a Volkswagen commercial with the guy going like this.
yeah.
So come on.
Yeah, we talked about that. When did we talk about that?
Like
When they made a
two
Volkswagen
episodes ago
commercial?
or something.
Yeah,
I think it was after I saw them in concert when we were talking about it.
right.
So
That's true. All right, what's your number 5?
number 5 from 1976, the title track, Crystal Ball.
Great song.
I love the background vocals. I love opens up acoustically with Tommy. Tommy's vocals are great, and then his ending solo, like taking the song out, is incredible too. So, Tommy's great. I love Tommy. I love Tommy's songs too. So that's my number 5, Crystal Ball.
Just a little note in baseball here. The Yankees just got swept by the Angels.
Did they score any runs?
Yeah, it was 3-2.
Okay, because they got shut out 3
Wow.
games in a row. They got shut out 3 games.
I have a
or 3
Yankee
games
friend
in a
at
row.
work, and I go, "What's up? You guys getting swept by fucking team
Red
before the
Sox,
Angels,
and now
the Red Sox,
now
yeah.
the Angels. Wow. I mean, every team goes through a slump, and that's all that it
Yeah.
is. But man,
But
My team's
I'm
been
not
on a
being-
30
I'm
year
not being a
slump.
Dodger homer here. Thing is, they got 19 pitchers on the fucking DL, and they're still winning, and they have fucking 3 games of fucking bullpen games, and they still win.
Dude, well, with the money they spent on that team, they shouldn't lose a game.
Dude, the thing is, we are missing our whole starting lineup. We have 2 starters, like in the World Series, we only had 2 starters.
right now the Astros are pitching 4 rookies. Right now,
But the thing is, you're not doing bullpen games. You're doing rookies, and you're doing well with those.
rookies who had never pitched in the major leagues
But
before.
the thing
and
is,
they're-
that's fine. You know, that's cool. But the thing is, you have starters. We don't have starters.
Not just that, even our lineup has like four rookies in the lineup
Well,
too.
you
so-
have to have those rookies in the lineup, man.
Yep.
We got Andy Pajes is kicking ass.
How many years has he been playing? Is he a rookie or a second year?
Well, he kind of like played half the year with the Dodgers last year. So
Okay. All right, Jerry's getting bored here.
well,
It's
Jerry,
like the other days, you guys were talking about baseball on the freeform. I'm like, dude, move that over to the sports talk.
Hey,
man.
Mark.
Jerry, I talk sports in there because it's freeform BS.
I mentioned like maybe 2 or 3 teams about the hockey team. That's all I said. But man, it's
no,
like,
Jerry, it's
when you guys talk a baseball game, you got every fucking inning you tell what's going on. It's like,
Now that's boring, Mark.
Fuck you.
wow, Tommy
you're
did this.
involved in that
Bubba did this.
Me,
My mama
Brad,
did
and
this.
John are
I mean,
involved in those conversations. What
Yeah,
are you talking
you
about?
3.
ugh.
You 3 have to be the play-by-play Padres against Dodgers. I really, it's not that I don't like the Dodgers, but it's been ever since I was a
Oh, I
kid.
can't stand them. Never had like them.
It's been
Fuck your
ever since
Reds.
I was a kid. I never watched.
I agree.
I never watched West Coast baseball because it came on late. So I was
Even
almost
Billy,
going to bed.
even Billy Joel talked about.
Oh,
when we didn't start
okay.
the
What
fight.
is where are we at?
Oh yeah, okay, it's my pick, right? Is it my pick?
Yep.
Yeah, Crystal Ball. So my pick. So my number 5. I'm going off of Paradise Theater. Rocket to Paradise.
Nice.
It's a really good track. It gets the ball rolling. Yeah, y'all know what I mean. So number 5, Rocket to Paradise.
That's a fucking great banger right there, man.
All right, Mark, are you flipping your album right?
I'm flipping my album to side number 2 off the album Cornerstone. Again, I go with "Lovin' the Midnight."
Oh, good tune.
Love that fucking song. Tommy Shaw kicks it on this fucking song. It's a fucking great, hoppy, groovy fucking song. It's freeform. I tell you, motherfuckers, take a shot, but it's not freeform. But you can take a shot also if you want to.
Yeah, I'm all right. All right.
You don't drink, Andy.
sometimes you make me want to drink, though, Mark.
That's good. I'd love to drink with you. I love to drink with you.
You're leading him to fucking drink, man.
Hey, I told Mooger today on our chat group, dude, it's good that you're not drinking so much. And he goes, I hope I'm not boring on Freeform. Dude, you're fine, dude. If you don't want to drink, it's fine. I'll drink for you.
All right, Jerry, what's your next pick? What's your number 6?
All right, you gotta stick with me on this one because it's gonna get complicated on this.
I got you.
This is a mashup, actually, kind of. I'm gonna start out with AD 1928, which is the beginning of Rockin' the Paradise, going into Rockin' the Paradise, into the Best of Times.
Dude, that is like
hold on,
songs.
Hold on. And then it goes into that guitar solo at the very end of Half Penny, Two Penny. You know what I'm talking about? How it grooves in dun, 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 that part, and into AD 1958.
Well,
huh?
Well,
You get it?
I get it,
though?
but
I get it, but I guess
you went off the
album.
reservation.
This
Jerry.
is a special edition.
You
album.
went off the reservation, Jerry.
I mean, Jerry.
Jeez, wow, at least give me credit for originality. Damn.
No,
I
do, but you went off the reservation.
All right, fuck that song. I am picking.
No,
You don't get another pick. You picked what you picked, asshole.
No, but those are some pretty good tracks. I see what you're getting at. You're connecting them. Yeah. All right,
concept album.
Al, what's going on with you, man? What are you going with?
Number 6, I'm going to 1975 Equinox. I'm going with Born for Adventure.
Oh, that's a good one.
The last with John Kurlowski. I love the dual leads that him and JY does in this. The Panazzo Brothers rhythm section on here is off the hook. It's the last album with Kurlowski. It's their first on A&M Records. So, and then the next one, Tommy Shaw will come in. But I think Equinox gets kind of lost in the shuffle a little bit too.
It's a great album.
Yeah,
great
I
album.
gotta hear that one more.
There's not a bad Styx album. Maybe Edge of the Century.
I like Edge of the Century.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yep.
All right,
I think their weakest with that era is definitely Kilroy.
That's without Tommy Shaw. That one.
Yeah.
Glenn Burtnick.
Yeah, Glenn Burtnick was on there.
I thought he was great.
I remember Show Me the Way. I remember during Desert Storm, that song kind of got a new life. Like, well, not a new life, but it was a single. But they made. I remember in my area, they made like this version where like family of the people that were fighting the
Soldiers and
war
stuff
over
like
there,
that,
man.
yeah.
Like, talk kind of like little spoken bits in the song. Yeah, I remember that.
That's
I remember
great,
that. Like,
that's-
I remember
that's
that like it was yesterday, man.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Hey, I like Edge of the Century. I just think that's their weakest
Living
album.
on the edge of the century.
I
Love
do.
is a Ritual.
I
That's a
do
great
love
song.
Love is a Ritual.
I'll probably agree with you and say it's the weak. I'll probably agree with you.
Love is a ritual.
I like Kilroy is better
Good song.
than.
I think Kilroy's probably weaker than that, man.
Yeah.
I go with Kilroy. It's great.
Anyway,
Compared to that.
my number 6 is Born for Adventure.
Born
Good
for
song.
All right. I'm going to end my side one. On side one, I always do 6 tracks. I always do the most on side one. And I always end a side with an epic track. And I want to thank Jerry for this. Because Jerry sent me the first Styx album on record. And I absolutely love it. I think it's fantastic. So I'm going to go with Movement for the Common Man.
Yeah, the opening, man.
I think it's so good the way that it progresses. It's so different from anything else you've heard from them. Especially for someone that, like me, that starts off with Grand Illusion and Babe and stuff like that, and then you go back to the beginning, you're like, damn, this is some badass shit. Especially for someone who likes prog rock and the jazz rock fusion and getting to that kind of music, and you hear the Sweet by Styx, you're like, wow, I didn't know that they had this in them. It's
like a weird song. It's like it's jamming. You got this killer settle, and then it just stops, and you hear people talking like on the street. It's just so out there. It's a cool tune, though. I mean, Joseph hated that part. Actually, I thought it was kind of cool. Actually,
the talking part?
Yeah,
I like the talking
part. You
part.
hate the talking part. Bart Steering.
It's different. That's a different than a spoken word, in my opinion, because it wasn't in the song really. It's just basically
No,
them talking.
no, it's like the little.
It's not like
piece
Alex
of-
Rose with that fucking phone call and knocking on
I
heaven's
like
door.
that on knocking.
That's fucking awful.
I like that shit.
They fucking ruined
What the shit?
They ruined that song for me big time. But all right. So Mark, what is your
Good
next
choice
track?
there, Andy.
Thanks.
My side 2, track 2, I'm going with Cyclorama. Killing the thing that you love.
That's a great album.
I've always said this song rules. I like killing the thing you love. I love Gowan's voice on this song.
I think that's the first time I ever saw Styx live was when they toured for that album. I think that's the first time I saw them.
I love that fucking song.
Yeah, I saw that. I think that when I saw them on that tour, they were with Frampton and Nelson Brothers. I think were with them. I think when I saw
them, it was Journey with Steve O'Jerry.
I saw the first time I saw Styx was with Journey, Steve Cherry singing with Styx and REO Speedwagon. I saw that perform. Yeah,
maybe that wasn't Cyclorama. Maybe
it was Cyclorama tour. Yeah, it was.
No, I'm talking about the one that I saw with Nelson and Peter Frampton. Maybe that was some other tour.
Nelson,
I've seen them so many times. I've seen them 24 times. So 23
wow,
times.
Jerry, really 24 times?
Wow. I saw them the first time on the Edge of the Century tour, actually, and then
that's awesome, man.
I've never seen the whole classic lineup together, but
I never saw them with Dennis. I never saw them.
And then the next two, the Return to Paradise and the Grand Illusion, John Panassa wasn't with them, but yeah, kind of sad actually. All right, where are we at?
Right, so we are at you, Jerry. What is your number 8?
Oh man, I love this song so much. It's off Cornerstone.
It's 7, isn't it? Yeah, track 7.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's track 7. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that I got screwed up because of the paragraph I had to write for Jerry's last pick. So yeah.
I told you got to keep up, man.
Number 7.
All right, I'm gonna take Boat on the River off Cornerstone, man.
Great album.
Talk about a trippy, cool tune, man. I mean, it's like he makes the fucking mandolin so fucking cool in that song.
Yeah.
And then Dennis's like little keyboard thingy in the middle. It's really just a really cool, trippy song, man. Something it's different. That's what I love about Tommy, man. He'll add a little different, you hear his bluegrass, you hear his folk style, you hear a lot of influences in his music. And this song is just a cool tune, man. I love it. So that's my pick. I got to see them do that song a couple times too, and it was really cool.
That was what from what album?
Cornerstone.
Yeah.
Cornerstone's a great album, man.
Except for First Time, but
I love First Time.
All right, number 7. Al?
Number 7, I'm going with Castle Walls off the Grand Illusion.
My favorite
which is
song.
Cool. I got to hear them play that in the last 2 times I've seen them live. Just like 2 weeks ago, and then back in January too. They busted that one out. I mean, obviously they played it because the last time because they were doing a whole Grand Illusion album, but back in January they weren't doing that yet. They weren't doing the whole album yet. But I love the percussion that John Panazzo does. I mean, the guy's a fantastic drummer. I never really paid him a lot of mind, but listening to a lot of these deeper tracks and stuff, I mean, he was pretty killer fucking drummer, man. So it's sad that what did he pass away from again, Jerry? Cancer or something, or no?
I think it was liver failure. Liver failure. Right?
Liver failure. He was
like drinking and shit.
Yeah,
man. And when he passed away, what, in the 90s?
90. Well, he was sick and not touring with him in the Return to Paradise. It was like the tour afterwards. He died like before that tour started. So 96, 97, I think. Yeah.
So when you saw him on Edge of the Century, he was still drumming for them.
Yep.
Yeah. That's cool. You got to see him live, man. I never did. So
yeah,
I didn't see them that early on. But yeah, Castle Walls from Grand Illusion would be my number 7.
From what I hear, Ralph Vieira was actually at that show too. So I didn't know him back then.
What show?
the Edge of the
Oh,
Century concert. I lived in South
Oh,
Florida at the time, so did he.
Oh, because that's when you were living down here.
Yeah, in
Okay.
Fort Lauderdale. Yep.
Castle
Okay.
Walls is one of the best Styx songs of all time. Great
The old
pick,
Sunrise Musical Theater.
man. Great pick,
Yeah.
man. Great pick.
Thank you.
So I'm starting my side two, and I always start off a side with just a great energy track. So this is going to be off of Grand Illusion, "Fooling Yourself." I
Yeah,
love that
You don't
track.
believe it.
It's one of my favorite songs off of there. So, "Fooling Yourself," The Angry Young Man. Why must be such an
Angry young man.
when your life is
You're
as bright
fooling yourself if you don't believe it. You're killing yourself if you don't believe. I saw him sing
Get
that
out.
opening up for Rush. Amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
That must have been cool, man.
Yeah. So that was "Hold Your Fire," you said, right? Is that
Hold
is
Your
that
Fire,
right?
sure. 87, yeah.
Okay. So when we did our 1985 show, Jerry had picked a Tommy Shaw solo album, and I streamed it. It was a really good album too. It was an adventurous album.
Oh, What
Girls
If?
with Guns? What If
If,
was
I
a good
think,
album too, yeah.
So what do you want? So,
Check out
Fucking
Remo.
cats, man.
Check
You
out the
gotta love 'em.
movie Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins.
right.
Great
yeah,
album. Great
that was
movie.
a weird movie, I think.
It's a
Wasn't
good movie. I liked it.
But what I was getting at, did Tommy Shaw play a lot of songs from that album, from the What If album?
I think he
Or
did,
that
yeah.
tour, do you remember?
Yeah. No, he didn't play any. I was on the Ambition tour,
Oh, okay.
so I didn't see him on the What If.
Oh, okay, but it was just a couple of years after. I just thought he might have.
Yeah. What
you know,
If was
extended
after
to-
the Ambition tour.
Oh, okay.
I think it was, wasn't it?
No, because I thought that album was in '85,
Ambition? I need to look it up.
or
No,
What If was
What
in
If.
1985.
I thought it was Girls with Guns. Ambition, Tommy Shaw.
All right, so where are we at, Mark? What's your next pick?
Number 8.
Well, I'm
Track
on
8.
my my track 3 of my side 2. I'm picking my Only Wooden Nickel.
Oh, that's it. Is that What If there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man of Miracles.
Good one.
Yeah, What If came out in 85. So yeah, it came out before.
Yeah. Ambition came out in 1987. The
Okay.
same year Hold Your Fire
Okay.
came out for Rush. So that's
So,
what I'm saying.
Mark-
Ambition.
Okay. So, Mark, you went with Man of Miracles, right?
Yeah.
All right. That is one of the only ones I don't have in that era because I got everything from Styx 1 to Paradise Theater, but that one is missing. I even got
The Wooden Nickel era is amazing, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get that collection of all 4 albums for like $10 now on Amazon.
I
recommend you get it.
I think that's like
I might
one
look
song
into that.
Tommy Shaw he would say he would play, but the other members of the band won it. So
What's that?
All right.
Man of Miracles. Because
Man of Miracles.
fans have asked him to play that song for years.
I wish they would do that. Either them or Dennis would just do like an intimate concert and do nothing but Wood and Nickel stuff. I think that would be cool.
It'd be great.
I mean, it wouldn't draw like
well, Styx fans wouldn't
fair
go
weather
for
fans,
that.
but I don't know, man. I'd go. I told Joseph I'd go to if it was Kim in his neighborhood. I'd go up there and see that. We were talking about how good Todd Zuckerman would play those because John was nailing those drums on that album, but hearing Todd Zuckerman play that would be pretty interesting. That stuff off that.
He's a great drummer too, man.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's your number 8, Jerry?
Number 8
Mr. Stanley Cup.
is what is my number 8? Oh, another JY classic off Paradise Theater. Half penny, 2 penny.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Man, again, yet another great riff and a cool tune, man. I forgot what a great album Paradise. I knew it was good, but when I look back on it, looking at it, just hearing it, it's a great fucking album. That song, the way way that ends that album with that song, and it goes into that really mellow piano guitar stuff, and then the AD 1958 comes on, and it's really cool. I mean, And then what's that little State Street Sadie, that little piano thing Dennis
Yeah, that's
plays at
great.
the end. Yeah, but I love his vocal on that one too. JY rules, man.
Yeah.
Half penny, two penny. Gold Kruger and
Hey, bitch, you took my line.
who was exceedingly rich for such a young man.
Lethal Weapon
Yes,
2,
I'm
bitch.
gonna shape myself.
Cougarans and Lethal Weapon 2.
Yeah.
That's how. That's what I said. Oh,
Diplomatic
that's a Cougaran.
immunity.
I didn't know what a
Diplomatic
cougar.
immunity.
I didn't know what a Cougaran was until I saw Lethal Weapon 2. And I go, oh, that's in that Styx song.
That's what I thought too. I mean, I knew it was money, but I didn't know where it was from. or
Yeah,
anything,
we didn't
but-
know it was from South Africa, right?
But every time I hear that word, I think of that song actually. So
I think of that movie when I hear that fucking song now.
it's just been revoked. Diplomatic immunity. That's a great.
All right. What's your number 8?
Oh, my number 8. Mark mentioned this one earlier, but I'm going Queen of Spades from Pieces of 8.
Nice.
I think overall, I think Pieces of 8 might be my favorite Styx album. Actually, I think that's one of the first ones I ever got actually by them. Um, so yeah, I love Dennis's vocals on here. I love the guitar tone is great on this too, man. I love it. Just JY writes like some of the heavier, songs of stuff, and I love the guitar tone. When I was listening to the vocals on this, man, I mean, I can hear like fucking, I can hear like Robert Sweet from Striper being influenced
Right?
by Dennis. Because it sounds like fucking Robert. I'm sorry, Michael Sweet.
Right?
I mean,
I agree with that.
I mean, shit, man. I mean, shit. Striper should fucking cover this song. To be honest with you, in my
They've done
opinion.
they did a lot of Boston covers. He was in
He was in the
Boston.
band.
He wasn't.
he's in
I
there.
saw Boston one time when Michael Sweet was in Boston, and that was great, man. He was awesome.
I've only
in that,
seen
so.
Striper once, and it was at the NAMM House of Blues Anaheim, and he brought in the new Todd LaTorre singing, did some main tracks. They did a lot because they brought a lot of singers in from NAMM, and it's fucking cool as fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, Queen of Spades, my track 8. Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, my second track on side 2. It's going to be off of the Pieces of 8 album, Renegade.
Great song.
Going to be my second track.
Yeah.
All right,
Love
Mark.
that song, man.
Yeah, man, it's a good song. All right, Mark, what's your next one?
I'm going to the Brave New World album. This is my favorite song off the album. Everything is cool in the band
Brave New World.
Brave New World. Everything is cool in the land of the Brave New World. I love this fucking song. It's like dun, 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 dun. It's like got killer riffs. It's like everything is cool in the land of the Brave New World. And at the end, they kind of like Brave New World, Brave New World. Like Dennis and Tommy
That's
are
the
going
last one
back
with
and
Dennis,
forth.
right?
I love that song. I love that fucking song so much. Brave New World is a fucking great song. There's a lot of great songs off Brave New World. People need to go check that album out. I'm just saying.
Because it was on CMC, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. It's a great album. And after that, they did Dennis got kicked out because he had his light
sensitivity thing.
Sensitivity, yeah.
That's a real thing. My mom has that. So
yeah,
it wasn't bullshit.
What's your number 9, Jerry?
Number 9. Oh shit, I got my. What is it?
Why is he so?
Oh, my number 9 is another song off
number nine.
Cornerstone. Lights. Give me the lights, precious lights. I love that song, dude. Give me my hope, give me my energy. It's just a cool mid-tempo rocking song by Tommy. I mean, I don't know if you guys know it.
I know that song.
He's done that song a few times. They've done that a few times live. Yep. I love this song. So yeah, Lights is my next one.
Okay, I wonder later on tonight. I'm going to count and see which album has the most songs off of.
Like Cornerstone's got to be up there.
Cornerstone is getting the most out songs so far.
It really does. All right, what's your number 9 now?
Oh, or to me already.
Yeah.
Jerry just mentioned it before. Half penny, two penny from Paradise Theater. It's a cool, great, funky JY song. I love his vocals on here too, man. JY, man. I mean, I love his material, man. To me, he's like the MVP of like Styx, man.
Oh wow.
So,
Definitely the unsung hero of the band. That's
the
for
unsung,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm going with half penny, two penny, Paradise Theater, 1981. That's the only. That's as far as I go with my Styx album. Is that I don't really go past it. Not to say that they didn't do good stuff after that, but
Right.
it's just so much cream of the crop to pick from the
Sure.
70s and early 80s, man. So it's
Uh,
just tough. It's tough picking just 11 songs,
Right?
You gotta have a double CD, damn it.
Exactly.
sorry about that. Hey,
It
hey, we did do a U2 double album. Even
Yeah,
Jerry liked that episode.
He did.
He had a lot of fun.
Oh
shit.
yeah. What did Al call my album? Something and drizzling shits.
Drizzling shits.
Killer hits and drizzling shits or something like that. It was funny as hell. Yeah. Love that.
Thrilling hits and drizzling shits.
Yeah.
My third track on side 2 is going to be off of Cornerstone. Babe, I'm leaving. You must be on my way.
Ted Nugent loves you.
Huh?
Ted Nugent loves you.
Yeah, right.
I don't think he does.
He doesn't.
All right. What's your number 10, Mark?
I'm going back to the Mission. Radio silence. How can I get some information? I love that fucking song. Such a great harmonic, groovy fucking song. Radio silence. Such a great.
I'm glad I got to see them perform that whole album, man.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I would have saw that.
That was definitely awesome. They didn't. I don't know how many concerts they did that with, but
The Mission
it was
is
supposed
like,
to be done, and it got killed off for 2 years because of COVID. And finally, because I think it was supposed to happen in 2020. Then they rescheduled for the following year. Then they still postponed it another year. It wasn't until 2022 when they did it. And that album came out in 2020, right?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so it was already 2 years old. But I guess they wanted to commit to do that concert and do the whole album. So I don't know how many shows. I mean, I never researched it, how many shows they did with that. But maybe I got a special show, and it might be the only. It was in New York at the Beacon Theater.
I only saw them do 3 songs off that album. With
That whole video of that whole show is up on my YouTube channel. If you ever want to check it out,
Nice.
because I
Be cool or
videoed
be
that
cast
show.
out. Check out his YouTube channel.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But fucking Radio Silence is like an amazing song. That album is like, it's like a classic Styx album. That
It really
nobody
is a
talks
great
about.
album, man.
It is a great fucking album. I do have it on vinyl, by the way. Great fucking. I got Crash the Crown also. The new album, I'm waiting for them to put on Amazon. You guys bought it for $40. I'm gonna wait till I get it for 13.
Mine was 30.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
At
I
the
don't care
concert.
about. I don't care about
So I
the
got
fucking
that.
autographs. I don't care about.
It is
that.
you
cool
don't
to have
have
the autographs. So.
You don't have to, man. I mean, I just got it because it was available there, and I was like, "Fuck
Yeah.
it." I could have bought it for $10 because they were like going around. You know how like sometimes they give away a guitar at a concert, and if
Yeah.
you buy a CD, you get a
I did
raffle
buy
ticket.
Crash the Crown for $10 at that show. I already had the vinyl, but I got the CD
You get the
also.
raffle ticket to try to
Yeah,
win
the
the
raffle
guitar.
ticket. I got the raffle ticket. I didn't win.
So since I had already bought like the autograph version at the merch stand, I wanted to get a raffle ticket, but I didn't want to buy the album again, so I bought Don Felder's instead. So
All right, so Radio Silence is my track
Oh,
5
Don
on
Felder.
side
Don
2.
Felder. That was American something. What was that called?
it's
That's
the
the one you're
Vault.
talking about? Oh, okay. No, I got a different one. Yeah,
His
it
newest
was called
one, The
American something. I bought
Yeah.
at the.
Sorry,
First
Mark,
time
I
I
didn't mean
saw-
to cut you, man.
Yeah. Oh, it was me actually.
Mark.
I did it.
No, I didn't. Well, I was talking about the album
Oh,
too. So,
okay.
Mark, I'm sorry, man. Just refresh. What was it? Your song? It was
Oh,
off the
Radio
Mission. Right?
Silence from the Mission.
Yeah, Radio Silence. Yeah. All right. Cool.
All
Good
right,
song.
Jerry, numero 10.
Numero Diaz is Off Crystal Ball, another Tommy classic, man. Shoes. Rock
this
and
song.
roll shoes. Love
wow.
the kind of funky bluesy riff at the beginning. I think it's a really cool, catchy tune. And
What's
like I
the name
said,
of the
man, they shoes SHOOZ, spelled with a Z, not like it's shoes, but spelled differently.
On what album?
Crystal Ball.
Okay.
Opening track is side 2, I believe, if my memory serves me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's my number 10.
Jerry, you ain't drinking enough, bitch. You said you were gonna get drunk with me.
I got a little bit of a buzz.
I'm drunk.
I'll pop open the Iron Maiden beer. How about that?
There. Oh.
Oh, look
This
at
shit
that, huh?
sucks. It sucks.
They don't make a good beer.
No, they don't. It's
No,
horrible,
they don't.
actually.
Is it like English? Do you think because
It's like fucking paint thinner. It's nasty. It really
Yeah.
is. It's bad. One of the worst beers I've ever had. It really
Oh
is.
wow.
I've had chocolate beer
Yeah,
that tastes
it
better. And
really-
I can't stand that.
Yeah, it's really
White
not
Claw's better.
Ew. White Claw's what caused COVID.
I once had have y'all ever tried the beer Andy Gator?
No.
Oh well, they sell it a lot down here because that's based out of Louisiana, from the Albreda Brewery, which has really good beer. So I tried Andy Gator. Oh my god, it really tastes like swamp water. It was absolutely terrible. I can't believe I finished it. But yeah, it's a terrible, terrible
Well,
beer.
I will
Sometimes I'm forced to finish them. If I'm paying $7 or $8 for it, I'm going to finish it.
I
no
will
matter
never
what.
waste alcohol. I would finish it even if
I mean, I've
don't
had
like
toilet water that tasted, but no, not that I've ever had toilet water before.
Yeah.
But
Ew.
some of the beers are fucking just disgusting nowadays, man. I'm just fruity beers and shit. I just never could get
Hey,
into it.
hey,
fruity
hey,
beers.
hey. There's some good
What,
fruity
Fonzie?
beers out there. That IPAs.
I don't know.
The
Yeah, I'm going
IPAs,
away from
the IPAs that are like 9.
The official beer of
Percent?
the BS fucking sessions. Michelob Ultra.
Fuck you. Official. It's PBR, bitch.
PBR. Ugh.
That's all right. That's Ian Wadley's, man.
I love PBR or
He's
Rolling
got
Rock.
his.
You like PBR, really? Ugh.
PBR
I like
is
PBR
amazing.
too. Yeah, I do too.
Ugh. Oh,
Jared was going to buy the 100 pack.
I was, but there's no way I could have got it there. I couldn't. I have no way of transporting that anywhere.
transporting like you were Burt Reynolds transporting 100 cans.
No, dude, it was fucking huge, dude. It wouldn't fit in anybody's
really?
car.
Huh.
100 was it 99, I think, or 100?
It was
something like that.
99.
huge.
It was 100 beers, right? The PBR pack. Yeah. Hey, Rolling Rock is pretty good.
Rolling Rock's all right, but I'm thinking of bringing some Shiner or some Carbach with me, Jerry, for
All right.
Oklahoma. I gotta start buying beer and bring it up there with me. All right, number 10. Al, what do you got?
10, I'm going to the Serpent is Rising album, and I'm going with the opening track, Witch Wolf.
Witch Wolf. That's a
I
good
like the
tune.
early stuff where Dennis is playing like the Hammond organ. I love that early Hammond organ stuff he plays, and I don't know, JY just kills on here, man. He it's killer. He, fucking John Panazzo's got like double bass thing going on. It's kind of cool, dude. It's a great song, man. I was almost gonna like if I was gonna do like a 2 halves to an album, I was gonna have this open up my second side, but I just went with a straight CD. But yeah, Witch Wolf, man. When I was revisiting the Serpent is Rising album, that's a fucking pretty good album,
It
man.
is.
Great
So-
album.
Oh, 22 Years is a fucking great. That's my favorite
Yeah.
song off that album. Man, what a great tune.
This
that is.
is probably the deepest track I might have on my whole, and I haven't really picked any hits like on here, but
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my number 10, Witch Wolf from Serpent is Rising, 1973.
Great album, by the way.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Andy.
Oh, that's the first time that anyone's gotten picked anything for Serpent Rising, right?
Yep.
Well, I
First
did pick
one.
Man of Miracles. That was a deep
That's
track.
off Man of Miracles. So
Yeah. But it's Wood Nickel.
Right. But that's the first Serpent is Rising.
Cool, yeah.
And this is the second song off for Serpent is Rising. My number 5 is going to be Young Man.
Oh,
For
wow.
Serpent
Great
is Rising.
song.
Such a really good track, too. I got that one on cassette, which has an alternate album cover. Because I wasn't too sure about that album
the
cover.
RCA ones with the cartoonish look.
Yeah, that one.
It's just called The Serpent, I think. Yeah.
The Serpent, but it's the same album, right?
Yeah. The only thing different is
The artwork.
well, the artwork sucks on the RCA releases, but Styx 2, or no, it was Man of Miracles. They got rid of Lies and they put this song called Unfinished Song, which is a beautiful song by Dennis DeYoung. If you haven't heard that one, it's a great song. That's the only really difference. It sounds the same. It's just the artwork. I think RCA, once they bought Wood and Nickel or took it over, they wanted to capitalize on Styx's success. Probably that's probably why they reissued them.
No, well, the cassette does have the Wood and Nickel logo on it.
Yeah, I always thought Wood and Nickel was a subsidy of RCA, but Joseph says they weren't. I'm like, I didn't really do research on that, but I always thought they were. I don't know, but
Was anybody else on the Wooden Nickel label?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Never
Not that I
heard
know
of
of.
it anywhere else.
Or is that
Chicago
like a label like?
It may have been a local Chicago maybe area. Illinois,
Is that a label
area.
like maybe that Styx just kind of created just to put their albums out?
Was
I
it
don't think
anybody
they
else
didn't
on the
create
Wood
that. I know
Nickel
that.
label besides Styx?
Ooh, that chick is hot. Yeah, it's
Because
this
like
weird
when Rush's
it's like
first
weird
album,
Yeah.
yeah, when Rush's first album came out, they weren't like no major labels were picking them up, so they
Well,
created
it
the
says
Moon.
I just did a Google search. Yes, other artists were on the Wood Nickel Records.
Okay, so they were
Styx.
actual
Wood Nickel Records was an American independent record label founded in 1971 by Bill Taunt, Jim Golden, and whatever his name.
Do you
It's
have the debut
Chicago
album by
area.
you, Andy?
No,
If not, don't worry about it.
it's filed.
So it says there was a singer songwriter guy on there, or there was other people on Wood Nickel besides Styx.
All right.
But I think Styx was the most prominent band on that label.
Yeah, I couldn't name another band off it.
I looked at who was
four
on there.
albums on-
No, I didn't.
It was
know
4
who the
albums
fuck
on
they
that
were.
label, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
Because this doesn't have MCA on it at all, or RCA.
RCA.
It's all Wood and Nickel on this cassette.
Yeah, they had other artists on there, but I don't know who the fuck they are.
Wait, do you actually have an actual Wood and Nickel version on the cassette? What do you?
Yeah.
Let me see that cover again.
Where does it?
Hey, there was a Exile was on there.
You see, there's
That's
the Wood
just
and
the
Nickel
Serpent.
logo.
Okay. That,
Yeah.
Mo McGuire, the Jaguars.
interesting.
It is pretty
And it does say Serpent on there.
David Patton, a country musician. Megan McDonough. I don't know who the fuck
Oh,
she
for
is.
real? I know who that is.
She was John Denver, wrote liner notes for one of her albums. James Lee Stanley, and the Siegel Schwell Band. I don't know who they are.
Wow.
Oh, I actually have a vinyl album of theirs.
Schwegel Swar Band.
Yeah. It's like probably like folk type of stuff.
Yeah, they were on the Wood Nickel label, so they
Oh,
did
wow.
have other bands. They weren't as good as Styx. So
Yeah.
So,
Andy, go ahead, brother.
What's your last song, Mark?
Wait,
I'm gonna go back.
Andy just went. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Grand Illusion, and you guys have already said this song. I'm gonna end it with JY. Half penny, 2 penny, go Cougar Ran. That is one of the amazing songs by this band. JY is amazing. He gets so undercut by Dennis and Tommy, but the songs he puts out are one of the best Styx songs. Even Heavy Metal Poisoning on Gilroy was amazing. This guy, he puts out good shit, even though he's getting lazy now and he lets the new guy take over.
Well, he's like almost 80, man. I mean, how much harder do you want him to work?
I want him to write a fucking great Styx song again because he rules.
Lazy.
I'm ending my album with half penny, 2 penny.
Chorus like 364 days a year, and he's lazy.
He's lazy.
He even said that he's just in for the ride now. So.
Well, yeah, I would too at that age. Shit, man, I want to be in for the ride right now.
I think he's earned it, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, Will is taking over the writing duties for Kiss mostly anyway, or Kiss Styx anyway.
Styx.
Will Evankovich. I didn't know he was on the Blades and Shaw stuff. I didn't know that, but he was. He did
The
play on
Blaze
that.
and Shaw shit is great.
Yeah, it is good.
All right,
Actually
Jerry,
have-
how are you ending your
I actually have
album?
one of his picks here.
Ah, cool.
Nice.
That's from Will. So I wanted to get a goddamn JY pick though, but couldn't get one.
He's lazy. He
He's lazy. It would require
He's
effort.
throwing me out, yeah.
You want one? Come get one.
Or Tommy.
I ain't throwing shit anymore. All right, Jerry, what's your last pick?
I'm going to end it on with Queen of Spades off Pieces of Eight.
Oh wow, that song was picked 3 times.
I think it's cool because it ends, really slow and mellow. Like it really sounds like it's finishing off a side, in my opinion. That's why I picked it last. So, yeah, that one, Queen of Spades.
Cool.
Beware of the
Right.
Queen of Spades. The Black Widow's
All right.
curse might find you yet.
All right, my ending track. I mean, this is the most obvious one on my album, but I love this song so much, and they it's normally placed towards the end of their set list to live. So I'm going off of Pieces of Eight, which again I think might be my favorite Styx album overall. And it's Renegade. I love that song. So that's the most obvious, probably the biggest hit on my album.
It
Because
really
everything
is.
else is pretty deep. So I had to throw in one obvious one though. I was gonna almost put like Come Sail Away, but I was like, nah,
Come sail away. Come sail away.
if we were doing like a top 11 Styx songs of all time, that'd probably be in there. But
Yeah, we
making
did
my
that.
CD, I just kind of want to make more of a deep track CD. So, but that's my number 11, man. That's how I end off. Go ahead, Andy. End it off, brother.
I am going to end it off with the Creme de la Creme by the band Styx. Come Sail Away.
There you go.
It's a great track.
How can you not end it off with that?
I gotta send the listener away happy after the
Climb
end of the
aboard their
album.
starship.
Yeah, it's a great. And I remember the part. My wife Molly loves the part on Freaks and Geeks when he's wanting to go and ask the girl to dance. He finally has the desire to go and ask her, and then and then they start dancing faster. He didn't know what
They
to
played
do.
quite a few
Just
Styx
wanted
songs.
to hold
They played Lady off that and on that show. They played a couple Styx songs on that
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, they did it. That was a good show. And only one season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of celebrities. Jason Segel. I mean, a lot of people were on that show. Yeah.
Yeah, and
before they blew up.
Yeah, and Linda Cardellini is one of the biggest stars right now out of all of them.
I love Linda. Well, Jason Segel's huge.
He was. I don't know about that.
Yeah, he's
How
kind
I
of died
Met Your
down.
Mother. He's in that show Shrinking with Harrison Ford.
That is true. He is in that one. That's a pretty good show. And fucking Sarah Marshall was awesome. He was awesome in that movie. That movie was
Jason
funny as hell.
Well, come on. I Love You, Man.
Oh, the Rush show. Yeah, what was the Rush movie?
Man,
I
with
love
him and
you,
Paul Rudd.
man. Yeah,
I love you, man. Yeah.
Linda Cardellini is not as big as Jason Segel. Shrinking.
She's made a lot of movies, dude.
She's not as big as him.
I don't think she's as big a star as Jay. I agree with Mark. I think people recognize Jason more than her, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll agree with him on that.
Scooby-Doo movies. Here, hold on. Let me go ahead.
Scooby-Doo, but How I Met Your Mother and Shrinking and How I Love You, Man with Paul Rudd, he is way bigger than her. She hasn't made anything except with that Christina Applegate thing she did, which was really good. I forgot that.
And she did the movies with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, but Jason Segel Shrinking is like a big thing right now.
I never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a pretty good show. I watched the first
TV.
2 seasons of it. I haven't watched the new ones.
Okay, yeah.
It's really good. Harrison Ford is in there with him. It's amazing.
It's got the woman that was in Scrubs as his neighbor.
Yeah, it's done by the guy
hell.
who did Scrubs, the producer.
Yeah,
the
Bill
writer.
Lawrence, yeah. That's his wife, actually.
Yeah, his wife. But he also had Colby Smuthers is in there
Yep.
with him too. She
Mhm.
comes in the second season, and she'll be in there the third season
Yeah.
with him. So
Yeah, but she was also in all the Mission Impossible movies too. So that's big too.
Kobe Smothers,
No, Linda Cardellini
she wasn't in that many
in all of them.
She wasn't in all
Who's
of
she
them at all.
playing them?
She
I don't
wasn't
know. I
in
never saw
any
those
Mission
movies.
Impossible.
I have no
Oh.
idea. I don't know. I mean,
Linda Cardellini wasn't in there, but she was in ER in the
Andy?
last few seasons.
she was in ER. Yeah, I made it up. Sorry.
Yeah, you made that shit up.
I'm
I
so
think she was
sorry.
in.
God,
I think she was in MASH.
I think
No,
I think
Car
I-
54. Car 54.
Jason
that's it.
Segel's way bigger than Linda. I'm just telling you that.
I think the Patty Duke show was named after her.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That wraps up our album. Does anyone have an EP that they made?
Sure,
I
real quick.
didn't.
Nothing really extravagant. I have Fooling Yourself, Miss America, Man in the Wilderness, Renegade, Pieces of Eight, Lady, and Sing for the Day.
Sing for the day. Sing for the
Sing for the moment.
Sing for the
rest of
moment.
your
I love that
life.
song.
That's a cool song.
That's it.
All right.
I didn't make
Alan,
anything.
do you have any-
I didn't make anything else. No, I just made the 11-track album. So
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
I didn't either.
All right. Well, Al, what's going on Black Spinner next week?
I was going to talk to you about it, man. I was going to see maybe if Tim Derling would come on and talk about the Night Ranger book.
Perfect. I
Hey.
wanted to have him on too. So,
You guys talking Night Ranger?
I'm waiting. I'm actually waiting for my copy. So that
Me
I
works.
too.
just ordered it. I ordered it a couple days ago. Yeah.
yeah.
I got
So-
made fun of by my old co-host for liking Night Ranger. So yeah,
He still gives people shit for like a Night Ranger.
yeah, he's an idiot.
Who? Who?
Our
Charles?
former co-host.
Charles.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know if you know this, Jerry, but Al and I are commentators on the book too.
You are
Yeah.
yeah.
Both of us are.
Awesome.
are-
Night Ranger.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Well, he was on the show.
That's
Did he,
cool.
what did you guys do with him?
Kansas.
Kansas.
Kansas rules.
We did Kansas. We did the 8-track one. I think Andy did the Sammy Hagar one with him
and
You
the
did a-
YNT as well.
and the YNT. I
Yeah.
wasn't on the Sammy Hagar episode.
Hey,
but,
maybe I'll scalp him from you guys. Ask him to be on Freeform one time, maybe.
Yeah, man, he's
Yeah.
a great guy.
Yeah, get him on Freeform, Jerry. Do your job, man. I'm tired of getting guests.
Well, I'm friends with him or follow him on Facebook.
Well, I'm
so
not.
maybe
You
I will.
get him on there. You got the guy from Cheat Trick guy. That was great.
Yeah, so do you want to reach out to him, Al, or do you want me to reach out to him?
it could be both of us. I don't care. I'll talk to him tomorrow or whatever.
All right, cool. He's a really
Yeah.
nice guy, and I wanted to do that too. So I'm glad that you brought that up because I'm all
Yeah.
aboard on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can't wait to get the book and check it out. You know?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
happy that he asked me to contribute
Actually, it's
to it.
supposed to be here tomorrow. Actually, I think.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I had asked my wife to order it. I don't know if she did or not, but I hope it's on the way.
Let's see.
Who was the guy that you got for Cheat
Yeah,
Trick,
arriving
Jerry?
tomorrow.
Jerry, who
Huh?
was the guy you got? Ross.
Oh, Ross.
God, I
Can't think of his name. Really cool dude, man. He knows his Cheap Trick, that's for sure.
Come on, what's his name, dude?
Oh,
Come on.
he did the Cheap Trick book, right?
Yeah.
They did the
Mhm.
Cheat Trick book. Jerry, come on, man. Don't
Oh,
let
man, I
me.
can't. It's right
Robert?
in
I'm gonna get his name right now, but because Ross Warner.
Ross Warner. That's it.
Ross Warner.
So what? And you fucking wanted to review live at Budokan, the extended version. That was another marathon show. And Ross, he can talk. He can talk, man. He's a cool dude, though. He can talk about Cheap Trick. That's for sure.
Yeah, we did our top 25 this week on Freeform Rock Podcast. Jerry
It
wasn't
comes
on
out
there.
this week.
Yeah, it comes out this week. Top 25 with Ross Warner, Ryan T. Russell, Eddie Conestraci,
Oh,
me,
wow.
and Muga Furger. Jerry couldn't be on there because he was doing something. But the thing is, me, Ross, and me, Ross, fuck, what the fuck, and Ryan T.
Edwin?
Russell lasts to the end of the
Ryan.
episode. Mooger Fugger and Eddie bowed out because they were drunk. We couldn't finish. So me, Ross, and fucking God dang it, and Ryan finished the episode, and those guys.
You've had him on twice, and both times for some reason I couldn't be on the show.
Ross Warner, you were on there with Ross.
No,
Warner. Ryan T. Russell. But me, Ryan T. Russell, and Ross Warner finished the show because Mooger and Eddie got really fucked up. They couldn't finish the show.
What else is new?
Yeah, so well, Mooger is sober right now. So thank you, Mooger Fugger. We love you.
Good to hear he's doing better.
I'm good to hear he's doing better. But we finished the show and we did the after show with Ryan and someone else. I forgot who the after show was. Thank you guys for listening to the BS sessions. What are we doing next week, Jerry?
I don't know.
75?
Oh yeah, 75. Yeah, that was the favorite song from 1975. I'm sorry, I was distracted for a second. Yeah, that's it. We're continuing the decade of the 70s. We're kind of skipping a few years to go on to 75. So anybody wants to be on that one?
Yeah, I think I've already reserved my spot for that.
Andy's on there. Tim Rasnick's on there. Anybody else wants to be on there? We take everybody. You want
We
to
take in the strays.
Al?
We take in all strays.
Nah, I'm not gonna come on for that.
Ah, man.
No offense, but I'm just, I don't want to overstay my welcome on here. So
Al,
he's like, I'm slumming it here tonight.
I don't like going on. I just don't. I don't want to spread myself all the time. Like, spread your ass cheeks, bro.
we like you to spread your ass cheeks with us, Al.
All right.
I've overstayed my welcome like a year ago. I know I have.
I mean, you might as well just make Andy a regular fucking co-host here, man.
We love you, Al. We love.
No, hey, listen, Mark. Thank you for inviting me on. I when it was the 11-track Styx album, I was like, I could whip one up, man. This is great. And I appreciate you. You're always. I know my invite's always here. I just don't want to I don't want to be on every week. It's just one of those things, I got stuff I got to do and prepare for our show and all this type of shit. So, I got a lot on my plate, man.
So Andy's a whore.
My mom said,
I got nowhere else to go.
Hey, Al.
No, but I appreciate you guys having me on.
We
do.
love you, Al, man.
I know.
Since we started this show, you and Andy have always been regulars on here. We love you guys.
No, and I love it, man. I mean, you were really one of the first guys to really, you guys were really one of the first guys to embrace me when I started getting into this stuff. So you guys always would have me. I mean, Decibel Geek was really the first show I was ever on, but I was just a Beat the Geek episode. That's the first time I was ever on anything, was that. But you guys brought me in and for topics and all that stuff. And I loved it, man. It got the bug going for me to kind of start my own thing. And even though I had my own channel already, I'm a lazy motherfucker, dude. I just,
He's the JY of the podcast. He's lazy.
I'm the JY of the podcast. Andy does all the heavy lifting here, bro.
Hey, that's me on both the shows. I do all the heavy lifting.
I don't do.
Dude, it's not easy. I'm finding out.
But really, next week I got a juggernaut show for us, man. Really, I mean, I got Paul McCartney coming on. It's gonna be great.
Cool.
Right on.
It's gonna be his birthday special show. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
So Sir Paul will be on next week. Talk about Night Ranger.
All right, Jerry, take us.
I'm sure he's a rabid Night Ranger fan. I had that feeling. He's like.
All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate it, man.
Hey, Jerry, take us out, bitch.
Yeah, man. Check us. If you want more Styx, go to Heavy Water 77 on YouTube. Me and Joseph do that show. We have a lot of fun doing it. We're still kind of green, but we'll find our way. I think it's really.
You guys are doing fine.
Yeah, really cool stuff. We're going to be releasing Styx 2. It will be our next show. It should be out on Sunday or Monday. Other than that, just like, subscribe. What does Eric RMCP say?
Rub your
butt cheeks. Spread your butt cheeks. Yeah, I just said that. Duh. Anyway,
sponsored by Bluetooth.
Andy, I'm sure I'll see you in my dreams or something. I always see you.
Oh, God. Hey, whoa.
All right, Debbie Gibson.
All right, from the swamp ass capital of the world, I bid farewell.
I would do anything to have that swamp ass again. I miss Florida. I really do.
Oh
You know
god,
what?
swamp
I
ass
think I really
sucks.
have been on this too much.
Yeah. It really is a thing, man. They can annoy the shit out of you
Hey,
at times too.
you
with the humidity
two,
down there.
you guys, Andy and Al, you guys have been on this show more than anybody. We
Yeah,
thank you guys, and we want you on here anytime you guys want to be on.
I
here.
appreciate it, man. Thank
You
you.
guys have an open invitation to be
Yeah.
on this show. We love you both.
You
So-
don't have to be
Jose,
asked. If you like,
Jose.
if you like the
Jose,
topics, you just
Jose,
say, "I'm
Jose,
going to be
Jose.
there." Yeah, you don't need to be asked. You just say,
Hey,
"I'm going to
Al,
be there."
pick a topic for us, man. We're lazy. Let's get the fuck out of here. Later,
Or
guys.
JY's.
Later,
Later.
guys. Bye.